The land of Talutine is one who knew how it was going to end at the dawn of its creation. In this particular realm, the celestial bodies that flood the sky are closer than any other, which makes the power of prophecy an almost unchangeable ruling force. It chooses the kings, gives glories to those before their deeds are accomplished, and puts people to death before their evil is taken root. It even has so much say in this realm that some believe that fate controls the gods themselves. Due to this control, some embrace it, reaching far beyond its potential, while others pull against it like a dog on a leash, which is usually to their own detriment. At the age of 11, children are taken by Augur, prophets of fate, to give a general telling of their future and sorted into their suit. Others prefer to remain unread, those who choose to avoid fate or don't believe it, or pull on the threads trying to unravel fate entirely. Either way, it is undeniable that prophecy has its uses. But don't look too carefully, as fate is often fickle.
One second, actually, I typed. Cool. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for Fickle Fates. Last episode, having left the pathless labyrinth and arriving in Fates Haven, all of you got to meet Mag, Penny's brother, who quickly found out that an individual had recently escaped with a powerful artifact and possibly secrets crucial to Fates Haven's military force. You quickly volunteered for the job, taking Clover, a ranger in this military, as your guide, and Oliver, a mercenary, to accompany you. With some fantastic luck, you made the right call to try and pursue them, going from the last location they were sighted, and continuing down that road with the weather barely holding up for you to be able to follow this track. When you did, however, you found the individual you were looking for was signing in Thieves' Cant to let all of you know that there are more people here and that he himself was in danger. Upon entering, you saw more of these individuals, of whatever organization originally killed you in the very beginning. Individuals with this white skin, almost an albino-like effect. And the leader of this cavalcade seemed to be one of the daughters of those individuals, an Earth Genasi. You all fought, and sadly, Oliver himself was defeated in combat. But you seem to be victorious. The archers of this group ran away, and the Earth Genasi tried to run away themselves. But were stopped by a last-minute ray of frost by Regular. When this happened, however, it seemed there's been some conflict in the party, with Crux trying to execute the downed individual and others trying to make sure that this individual survives. Now, before we jump right in and do introductions, I will tell you today's card. A card we have seen before, although I don't think ever in our daily telling. And it's sending. because I exited the thing. As you can see, today's card is Justice.
Ooh.
If it's upright, it will say an important decision is coming, one that will have significant consequences in the future. So choose carefully and rely on logic rather than emotion. Or it could be, if you're experiencing good fortune, it can be things in your past that you've done well or done right by are coming back to you. However, if reversed, past actions and deeds are now catching up with you. That fortune is coming. Or you're about to make an unjust decision based on emotion rather than logic.
This card gets picked now. Would not be more fitting.
I wonder who they're talking about, huh?
Yeah.
Probably the person. Yeah, they're probably referring to whoever came up with the
I didn't
names of the
Owen
cards.
pick today's card. So, there you are. Before we get right into the thick of it, is where we left it, let's do quick introduction to everyone, going top to bottom from your Discord name, starting with Alex.
Hello there, my name is Lee. I play Alex, your passive-aggressive Russian moth-plagued doctor girl.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jack or Mango, whichever you prefer to call me. I play Crux, the Sulcan revolutionary / terrorist, whichever way you want to look at it. And today may be the last day I wear the coat. Who knows? I may not be sticking around for maybe for a while. Who knows?
Joji.
Into the thick of it. My name is Joji. My name is Aiden.
This is just a whole plug for Aiden's TikTok, isn't it?
No, I don't.
Is that from something?
It's a TikTok. It's a whole TikTok audio.
The backyardigans.
I'm stupid.
Through the bush.
Alright, Penny.
Howdy, I'm Lloyd, and I'm playing as Penny, the paladin dragonborn.
Our new friend, Penumbra.
Hello, I'm Owen. I'm playing Penumbra, the mysterious changeling cleric of the Waymaker.
Regular.
Hello, I'm Monty, and I'll be playing Regular, a barbarian, Path of Distortion barbarian, who's about to knock out a motherfucker.
And last and definitely least, Summer.
Yeah, let's go. Hi, I'm Jay. I'm playing Summer, the party's Augur.
So I know, I always like how my camera angle is up. It just makes me feel more powerful over all of you right now, you know? But let me swap the music.
Scripts to me.
If you can go up.
Owen's cameras. I feel like Owen needs to in like the most serious moment, because today's probably gonna be a serious session. And the most serious moment of today, he just need to pop on the camera and just stare at us for a second, then turn it off. Exactly.
Well, jumping immediately back into initiative, Summer has just healed this Genasi child. And we are starting with Alex, who is over by the individual you're sent to get right now.
Right now, I'm holding my dagger to his throat right now, making sure he doesn't move, and I'm gonna hold my action, so if he tries to run, I stab him.
Please, that's really not necessary. I'm here willing. It's all right. Yeah, that turn progresses.
Not letting you run away.
Joji, you're standing in the way of Crux as you saw him fire 2 bolts at this down Genasi. You got upset at me for calling her a child. She is 18, legally an adult. younger than 300-year-olds, though.
So,
Younger than the boom.
seeing the crossbow bolt, I think Joji is going to stand their ground and basically be like, Crux, stop. We're not killing them. And before that, they're going to tell them to run because they're worried that they're about to die.
Are you going to shout to them, run?
Well, seeing the crossbow and seeing it go right for her after she is like so close to death, yes, they will.
Good to know.
Well, right after that,
And I will prepare an action to hit Crux if he goes past me.
do what?
To hit him if he goes past me.
Only melee? Are you preparing a melee attack or a ranged attack?
Melee.
All right.
It's a rapier.
Okay, I think Crux is a little shocked because in his mind,
this is an attitude you have not seen from Joji.
One, this is not an attitude he's seen from Joji, and two, even if it was he would not imagine anyone else in the party, even if it's like there are people in this party very much will not kill someone. Even the most dedicated, follow the law, will not kill them. Penny would not let an open criminal trying to murder them run away. It's just like a wild perspective that it's going through his mind right now.
Well,
he's gonna
6 seconds. You have 6 seconds to process that and do something. Will Crux do anything
he's
in that
gonna
moment?
use a similar strategy he used to move through the cave, of doing an echo, summoning it. Oh no, he can't summon an echo and do it at the same turn, can he? No, then I'm just gonna.
You can't summon and swap on the same turn.
You're right. I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna just try and run past Joji.
All right.
That's right.
You're gonna hit him then.
Before that, I'm gonna use a bonus action second wind because I still have that. I was gonna use that before we ended last session. I just forgot I had the ability, so I'm gonna do that.
Well, you can use your bonus action first.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that.
You did forget. That is on you.
Plus 6, right? I got 10, 6. Yeah, it's fighter level. Okay, 11 HP back. I'm stupid. I just plugged it in as 11 damage onto my character sheet. Hold on.
All right, Yogi, you get to make a free melee attack against
Sometimes
them.
D&D Beyond is confusing, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
So make your attack, and Mango, I'm going to move you to the other map. You barely make it onto the other map.
Okay. It is, well, he does have 40 feet of movement, so.
Oh, you have 40?
Yeah.
Okay, then actually, I'm just doing it for simplicity. You technically round it, you end right there then.
Yeah, okay.
You still have an action though.
Where's the other map?
Sorry, let me drag you to it. I did not drag you.
You can drag it.
So with your speed.
Okay, I did not know this was actually something you could do. You could drag players to separate maps, but like separate.
You can. I dragged everyone here.
Oh, okay. Seeing as Summer just brought them up, right? So they're conscious again. I'm just gonna fire 2 more shots.
They're conscious.
I'm gonna fire 2 more shots. I want to take them out.
They're still prone, so it's still at disadvantage.
Still at disadvantage. It's still disadvantage from poison, though, right?
That faded.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. I did not know that faded. Okay.
I think so. It lasts 1 round.
Oh, I'm stupid. I was going with poison for several rounds.
No. You were afflicted with it multiple times, but each time you were afflicted, it was just for 1 round.
Until the start of her next turn, I believe, or the end of her next turn.
End of her next turn, you were poisoned.
That's a 28. 28. These aren't sharpshooter. I'm just trying to get them down.
Yeah.
28.
So that's that one attack. She still can technically use deflect missiles.
She can.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, blocking the line is right now a direct line of me, who is technically cover. It's probably 3/4 cover, but I can ignore that with sharpshooter.
They were giving cover, but I was ignoring it because I know you have sharpshooter.
If they try and throw it back, Summer's in the way.
No, they're low on key points. They just don't want to take the damage.
Fair enough. Okay.
That's valid.
Oh wait, hold on. +1 to that, so 12. You know,
Damage?
Penumbra, that is an easier way to do it, and I resent that. So you can make everything harder on yourself.
You know, I'm going to be rolling the dice I made today, and we're going to see how that goes.
That's interesting. Nice.
Oh.
Show them to the camera.
What is
The
a
weighted
monk?
die you made?
Yes. All my dice are weighted. How do you think I roll so good?
Did I ever tell you guys the story about the fact that I bought weighted dice from Barnes & Noble? It was my first ever set. Weren't labeled as weighted dice, but absolutely were weighted.
Was that the one you always used in our first ever campaign?
No, literally, were the only dice I had for so long. It was 1 year camp. I started with them, and then I switched out to a different pair.
They fully catch your first attack,
Okay.
but you got a second. You're on the ground and then you just desperately
That's
catch
a
it.
19. Oh no, that's a 1. Sorry, I fully forgot that it's disadvantage, not advantage.
I
Even that one.
You would
I'm
know
gonna roll
if you played
severity.
this.
You know what?
Rolling
Owen?
severity.
love it since I just- It would be really funny if I just shot Summer. I mean, it wouldn't be funny.
I
but it'd
don't
be a
know
little
what's gonna
funny.
happen.
This is a minor one.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just say you can't recover that piece of ammunition.
Okay.
That ammunition just shatters. It's unrecoverable. Wasn't anything bad.
Oh.
You're like, you just get a crappy arrow and you fire it and it like twists mid-flight and just completely sends it off.
Oh.
Anything else for you?
That's my turn.
Bonus action move. Cool. Clover's turn. Clover does not really know what's going on and is just going to stay back in the cave. I'm just going to sort of remove him from this. It is Flint's turn. All right. What do they want to do? They know they can't get out of your thing and are very low on key points.
Did you hear Joji's run?
Well, she is going to try that.
I would.
You always round down in D&D, so she has 25 after getting up from prone. Are you taking the attack of opportunity, Summer?
With Crux trying to murder her, I don't want to.
She heard
I'd
run and she's
grapple her
being
instead. If that would be a thing, you can say no.
I'm going to say no specifically because of the Sentinel feat, which drops their movement to 0, and I feel it would be unfair to the Sentinel feat if you could just grapple someone.
Yeah.
So their hand.
I will let you do sort of a passive thing where you can try to convince her to stay. So you can make like sort of a persuasion roll, like you see her about to flee, and instead of an opportunity attack, you can, in like 2 words, basically try and convince her not to run.
Right. But I don't know what to say.
Then she's just going to run away.
Go on.
Yeah. Can I just say don't go?
Oh, go.
You can make a persuasion check,
Not very good at persuasion, but
and it is a higher
Come on,
DC.
Jay.
I will say, because I'm kind, if you remember, you still have a 19.
I did. I was just thinking about that. Yeah, okay, I'll use it.
Do you have any bonus to persuasion at all?
-1.
So 18.
Mhm.
She is not running full speed away. She's getting behind this tree, so she is full cover against you right now, Crux. And she's also taking the dodge action.
Okay, good.
She's not ran away full speed, but she's not cooperating with you fully either.
Okay.
I think that's valid.
Then
That's
can I
probably
look
what
at
I would
Crux
do.
and just give him a what the fuck look?
Crux is very much has the look on his face of like, what the fuck is happening? Why are people acting like this?
Yeah.
Regular's turn. By the way, if you ever want me to pause combat so you guys can talk, if everyone agrees we can pause combat and we're going to talk, then we can pause combat.
I think we can talk. I don't think I'm gonna hurt anybody anymore.
I don't think Crux wants to talk. Is going to talk right now. I think him talking would
Then
just
we're
be
gonna keep
exasperated,
going. Regular.
confused, like shouts.
So how far is Crux right now to me? I was about 5 feet away from, I think 10 feet actually.
He is so that's 30 feet. He is 40 feet away from you right now.
To be honest, that's my movement speed. I can move,
Would you like to move up right behind him?
up right behind him, and I'm gonna take the attack action, but I'm gonna replace one of my attacks with the grapple.
Is grapple an action, or can you replace an attack?
Replaces the attack action. It replaces an attack from the attack action, I believe.
And also, I'm gonna rage first. Also,
This is also very unclear with grapple because I want to be clear. Grapple is not restrained. Grapple is basically you're holding like the back of his shirt or something to control him.
I'm trying not to make him move.
Restrained is like limiting movement, like holding arms and stuff. This is more so like you have a hand on him so he can't run away.
Isn't grapple condition your speed is just 0?
Yeah,
I'm just trying to
move at speed 0. That's like hand on the shoulder, gripping.
Yeah,
you also cannot wield a two-handed weapon while grappling him.
That's not even my plan at all either.
I'm just letting you know.
I know.
So make opposed to athletics. Mango, of course, you can do athletics or acrobatics.
I'm gonna go with acrobatics. I'm gonna be honest.
Yep,
all right, bonus action ready, so you get advantage.
I almost rolled a d30 there. We don't want to do that. Ooh, 14. Not the best, not the worst.
I'm pretty sure I know this, but yep.
I'm gonna give it 28.
It's hard to beat regular.
Yeah, that's a 19.
No, honestly, not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. He does beat me, but he didn't do as well as I thought.
Okay, you're not being attacked, but there's a hand on your shoulder stopping you from moving closer.
So
right now,
I still have one more attack.
Yeah.
I basically drop my sword and make an unarmed strike.
Oh, you just want to punch him?
Yep.
Fair enough.
All right, make an
I
attack.
can't stab him. I can't.
I don't believe you're proficient with them, but go ahead.
I could try.
I mean, it's still definitely doable.
And I was gonna say reckless, but it's too late now. That's an 11.
Yeah, it's too late. I'm sorry. So Regular grabs you, tries to sort of like muscle you up at the end there, but you like shove him off. He's still holding on to you, but he's not, encroaching on you anymore. Penumbra, what are you taking of the situation?
All right, I'm gonna roll quickly an insight to see if I get the sense that we want to stop Crux from trying to kill her.
I think you don't need an insight. You can tell other people don't want her dead. What would Penumbra do, though?
So he's gonna run out of the cave.
Full movement?
Full movement, 30 feet. And... Sorry, Mango. I'm gonna cast Hold Person on Crux.
I wish you wouldn't do
Crux
that.
does not have good wisdom, I believe.
I have better wisdom than I used to. It is no longer a negative. It's still not good, but it's no longer a negative.
Well, let's see what you got, buddy boy. Don't Soulkins get bonuses to wisdom too, or am I stupid?
Yes.
That's I think the biggest racial bonus I got from the Soulkin was wisdom.
And it was still a negative?
I got like a 7. It went up to a 9.
Why did you roll Penumbra?
Nah, just ignore that.
I don't think a 12 is gonna work, I'm gonna be honest.
You are paralyzed, Crux.
You are paralyzed.
That's very inconvenient for most people, yeah.
We are going to stay in initiative because Flint still might flee at any moment. Penny.
Yeah, Penny's
I would
gonna.
say with your position, you know, like, it will take you a while to get over there. You might be better helping Alex with this individual you've captured.
Yeah, that's the logical thing to do.
You don't need to, I'm just saying.
Penny's gonna take her dash action to get as far this way as she can.
Are you going through this side or around this boulder?
We're on the tree map, so I can't see what you're talking about.
I'm so sorry, I keep forgetting to move it. Are you going this side? Or are you going around?
This side would be quicker, right?
It is 15 feet of movement to move through that one square by the rock.
Oh, then this way would be faster.
Alright, so you can move 60 feet. Let me know where your limit is. Right there?
Right here, yeah.
So right behind Penumbra, as you see just heavy clanking metal armor, you just hear it coming, just boop, 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 boop. And you just come up and see all this. All you can do for your turn, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Cool. Summer.
Okay.
Okay.
So I do want to approach Flint. That's the Genasi, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like hands are kind of in a way where it's like I'm not doing anything, you know?
Yeah.
So, please don't go. We're dealing with him, and just like pointing to Crux.
Mhm.
I know you don't want to hurt us. We don't want to hurt you. Please stay. We just want to talk.
Make another persuasion roll.
Okay.
It's hard. It's a high one too, I'm not gonna lie. It's
No,
not
it's okay.
impossible.
Andre.
With your negative, it's not impossible. We're getting
Summer,
someone
you can
who
do
was
it.
sent to kill you.
The 9, she's nah.
You see her just like skittish, just sort of like a cornered, just like rabbit is just like backing up slowly, just eyes wide, just very nervous. They're still incredibly injured. They have hands of healing. I forgot about that. They can heal themselves.
I'd really prefer
Would
they didn't
talking
do that.
take up my action? I'm assuming it does.
The persuasion check is the action. You can still do a bonus action or anything else. You can tell they're getting ready to flee, though.
Yeah, that's fair. No, then I don't think I have anything else I can do for a bonus, so that would be it.
Do you want to move anywhere? Like you said, you approach them. Do you want to be like right up on them?
Yeah.
All right. End of the turn. This is specifically because Penny did move out of the way. Alex, this individual is going to move to do something, so you do get a free attack.
Okay. Stabby, stabby.
All right.
That's a 20, not a 29, duh. Can't type. 11.
Will not hit this individual. Does he want to use that and let you know he has it? I think he is going to count his luck and hope something good happens. As you see him reach into his side pouch as he grabs a bean and throws it onto the ground right by you. I'm very nervous for what this is going to be.
Oh no.
Oh no.
90s.
Oh, no.
Very nervous for what it's going to be in.
Ah,
Add 20 HP to that one monster, Euan, just for that.
I need a triangle. Is that a 60-foot square base? So is that 60 foot each side? Probably. Can you make me a deck save? Clover's going to sprint out. All those people who were just unconscious are probably going to be, they're immediately killed. But make me a deck save.
No.
Uh-oh.
Are you badly hurt?
I was not expecting this to happen.
It would be so funny
I'm not
if,
badly
like, all
hurt.
this, like, the actual opponents, like, Alex makes through the entire encounter, and Alex gets killed by a bean.
That's a 4.
Cool. So is anyone familiar with the magic of beans?
Oh no.
Perfect. So, let me read this. I won't read all of it, and please don't look it up. A pyramid with a 60-foot square base bursts upward. So, as all of you are, both him, the horse, I'm just going to say, for simplicity, is dead, as there's now just this giant pyramid in there. Rocks start falling, avalanche going, and you two are just pushed back. You are prone, and I'm going to roll some damage for you, Alex, and I need to roll a deck save for this individual as well. He makes it.
Oh, bastard.
That's 19 bludgeoning damage.
I still have 9 temp hit points from before as well, so that's something.
Cool, and this individual is going to run away. He is a rogue, so he will bonus action dash. That was a good enough.
You should have helped me.
He was hoping for a distraction, and he got a distraction. So
yeah.
He's still on map.
Penny, you should have helped
barely.
me.
This is an interesting turn of events.
Yeah. Do we hear a fucking pyramid appearing in that cavern and just causing an avalanche?
Alex, it is your turn. You are prone. I'll move you there, so you're not on the pyramid.
Okay, can I get up first of all?
Yes, half your movement.
Okay. So I'm gonna fly after him now.
Cool, so you can get it that far originally, because half your movement, then half your movement flying. Are you dashing, or?
Yes, I'm going to dash.
Cool, what's your fly speed again? Is it 45, or?
That's 45.
Oh yeah, you can get right on top of him.
I want to literally... Oh, fuck, I kicked my mic. Sorry.
Well, that's end of it.
I want to
Alex,
literally...
Sorry.
I want to literally be above him and scream, "You cannot get away!"
When you don't pay
Joji,
your
your
medical
turn.
bill and trying to...
You see this individual running away. You see Crux now paralyzed in front of you, and this girl, and this Genasi girl about to run.
I gotta pick which one I want to go deal with.
Yeah, there's some hard decisions here. Almost like there was a card telling about that today.
Oh god.
Money or Crux? Money or Crux?
This is literally money.
This is literally
gonna help himself.
I mean, there's also moral
already
options.
being held at the moment. Like,
Jody's gonna come over to Jay and kind of like steadily like hold their hands out, putting you way away here to kind of hold their hands out and like, whoa, I'm not gonna hurt you, I'm just coming closer.
Alright, so we'll remove you off that map. And swap you over here. Someone who could be maybe a better. Getting here, you'll have 15 feet of movement left from the very base. So you can... Oh no, do you have... What's your speed, is it? What's your speed?
40.
40? Alright, you can get there. You can also bonus action dash up to that area.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I move
You want
closer,
bonus?
do they feel uncomfortable?
they're already uncomfortable and about to run, so it's like, if you are dashing, you are running full speed at this person, even if you're like weapon away.
I'm not gonna dash toward them. I'm just like kind of near here, kind of there, and just being like my hands out, like, hey, it's okay. I'm not gonna do anything. Just hang on.
Are you going to try and use your action to persuade him?
Yes.
All right. So you're just basically, hey, we're not going to hurt you, trying to calm him down. Anything else to do, or is that it?
That's it.
All right, make your roll then. That's a good roll. 18 plus 4.
Nice.
It's the I understand you, kind of in a similar way.
You see that recognition in their face. There is not. You are seeing. They have moved. They are not comfortable with you still, to be clear.
And that's fine.
You have just instilled enough doubt in them that they are basically stuck in place out of like indecision paralysis from just not knowing what to do. They're like, am I going to be killed if I run? Can I get away even? And you've just instilled enough doubt in them. They're like, why am I still alive? They had me down. Like, you are just having them race through enough thoughts in their head that they're basically just stuck in place for a moment.
And I'm gonna say in my spot as well, just kind of like hands out, just like looking to hear what they're gonna say.
Right, Crux, you are grappled. You are paralyzed.
I am. I also
so
do.
I'm guessing you're gonna try and save from that.
I will attempt to save the grapple, but I don't need to save from the paralysis. I break it. Bonus action, Sword of the Chain Breaker.
Oh, you
don't have your sword out. You have to be holding your sword to do it, I believe.
Loser.
Damn.
You have your crossbow out.
Also, is your ability to break, grappled, restrained, and paralyzed once, or?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Oh, fuck you.
I'm gonna go against the paralysis, because then I can just I think I could then just bonus action
that's
break.
the issue with it, is you have to be holding your sword, or you cannot use its abilities.
Yeah.
Okay, I get my abilities when not holding the sword. Loser.
Still paralyzed.
Yeah.
I can be paralyzed and the sword still works.
I can just turn off your ability to use your sword, Aiden. Shut up.
How?
Break attunement.
You can break attunement.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All right, cool. That's it for you. Clover, seeing this person getting away, and having the spell ensnaring strike.
Is making the save of action? Is that making a save?
That is at the end of your turn.
Yeah. Could I bonus action summon my echo?
Can you bonus action while paralyzed?
I think so.
Isn't you Tyler? Hold on, I got.
It's incapacitated, which means no actions or reactions.
Yeah. And even then,
yes. I would say a bonus action is still an action. It's a subtype of action.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna say you can't do a bonus action while paralyzed. Because that doesn't make sense to me. Why you could do a bonus action while paralyzed?
It's for hold person. It's at the end of your turn you make the save.
Okay.
So yeah.
Either way, yeah.
So Clover is fast, but he is instead going to take out his bow, ensnaring strike this dude. That hits, and then a save. Yeah, that was short-lived. He is immediately grappled by vines as this arrow first hits him in the back, and he just stumbles, and then all these vines tie and wrap him up. He tried. Hey, you gotta give him credit for trying.
Yep.
He saw his moments.
Can I laugh at him?
To be clear, as
Can I just laugh
pulls
at
back
him?
this bow, you see firstly the anger of just Oliver recently dying, and then second, he's beaten to crap. He is at 5 hit points. So you just see like blood streaking down his face as he just pulls back this bow, hits him in the center of the back, as it just blooms into these beautiful flowers and stuff coming off these barbed vines. And that's
Still want to
Clover's
laugh
turn.
at the criminal dude.
Flint is still going to stay in the dodge action. She just wants Summer. You're welcome to make an attack of opportunity. She's not running. She just wants at least a 5-foot gap away from you. She's taking exactly 5 feet steps back just because she doesn't want to be right in front of you.
No, honestly, I'll let her move a little bit.
Yeah, she's just taking.
I feel like that makes her feel less threatened, and then she'll be more willing to listen to us. You know.
Yeah, it is a little bit of give and take because it's like if you are like 5 feet in front of someone trying to persuade them, like that's pretty intimidating. So she's just like wanting some distance. She's not running. She's taking the dodge action, and is just still very scared and just sort of stuck in indecision for a moment.
I'll let her have her space.
Oliver dead. Regular. Are you just still holding him, or are you going to start pummeling the paralyzed?
So can I? Do I know he's paralyzed? Is there any significance I could tell? Like,
I would say there's a visual to that spell. I think there's a visual to that spell. Like, Penumbra, would you say there's any like? I like to imagine he sort of has this like dull lamp glow on him while he's held in place.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can more properly tell he's not moving at all. He's not even struggling.
Yeah, you see him like tighten up. He's not, because like even while you're holding him, he's still like wiggling and stuff, trying to get out. And then he just like completely stops moving.
All right, so I have two things. I could either fucking attack him, try not lethally, but anytime I hit this guy, he's
all attacks are crits on him.
Yes, and so I just even if I try not to, he's gonna. And the second is disarm him.
It's like punching a coma patient. It's not, you can't.
Oh, you can disarm him. Yeah, you can take his weapon.
Yeah, you know what? I am gonna try to. Oh crap! It out in my range also. That's great.
It breaks your grapple too, I'd say, because you have to like go to like grab.
Yeah, I'm letting go anyways, just because he's already paralyzed.
I mean, he's paralyzed.
So do you want to try and disarm Crux?
Yes, I would try to take away his crossbow and his sword if I can.
Yeah, you can get those two. I'm saying you don't have like time to search his whole person, but you take his crossbow, you take his sword.
Yep, especially the sword.
Are there any big obvious weapons other than that? If you have tiny hidden weapons, that's fine.
There is very specifically a bunch of tiny weapons across his body, but they are not open and they are not very visible from like this position.
Yeah, I'm just. Do you have any big swords? Do you have any other swords?
He has a rapier, but I don't know if he can. I don't know if he brought it with him. I don't know if I have not used it. He probably just on his back.
It could be in the cart.
It may be just be sitting in the cart.
I'll say you don't have the rapier.
Yeah, that's fair.
Any daggers and stuff you can keep.
He does have
big weapons. You're disarmed them.
So yeah, take his heavy crossbow and his sword, the chainbreaker, and just.
Penumbra, anything from you, or are you just gonna hold person, see what happens?
Oh, there is something I could do, but I don't know if I want to do it. I'll go into the grass. I'll use my movement to go there.
And I also did see if I could try to do this. As soon as as soon as I grab the sword and chainbreaker, could I just attempt to throw it, or would that be an action? So, I'm
going to say, yeah, you can't do that the same turn.
Okay, gotcha.
Are you dropping your dome, by the way? If not, I'm just going to leave your dome up. I don't know how much longer you have on it, but...
Yeah, no, I'm just going to keep it up until it expires.
Cool.
No, I don't know what to do.
You can just chill.
Is there a way you can put this
you don't know the situation that well.
No, Monty, I was just thinking that. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I am going to cast Sleep on Flint.
Wait, what?
At third level.
Flint. Oh.
Flint. Flint.
All right.
So we're going to do that
you know
on
this spell, so I will say you know this. It will target whoever has the least amount of hit points in that area.
I will.
Oh, just
not...
Flint. No, Flint. Not Flint. You're right. I was. Yeah, you can position that. All right, roll your dice.
Okay, so it's 3rd level, so it's 78.
She doesn't have much hit points either.
22.
She, as you see her like getting ready to like either attack you, run, or like you see the decisions going in her mind somewhere, you see her suddenly start to stumble and just sway. She tries to catch herself. As you see her fall to the ground unconscious.
But with that, sleep isn't concentration. Never mind. Perhaps it's still paralyzed.
I'd prefer to not be, but yeah.
Also, I feel like Crux might change his tune because he was reacting poorly because you said flee. Like you have.
Yeah, he's still very
now.
He's still very mad at Joji. I don't think he would actually be too mad at Penumbra because that's a very solid move. Knock him unconscious. He's completely fine with keeping him alive for information. If anyone had brought that up, he would not be full action mode.
I'm saying. I mean, you guys don't know this. Are you going to try and keep killing them? Would we like to fall out of initiative now? Or do you guys want to stay in initiative?
As a bonus action, can I drop Hold Person on Crux?
You can do that as a free action.
Okay, free action. Yeah, I'll drop Hold Person.
So as they go unconscious, you feel the paralysis stop. You're disarmed, other than smaller weapons.
And then I'm going to say to Crux, let's just keep them alive for now.
I'm all right with keeping him alive as a prisoner. I'm not all right. And he's like starting to look back towards Joji. I'm not all right with letting them go. What the hell was that kind of decision? Did you get fucking brain damage in that cave?
Oh, you want to know?
What are you talking?
Maybe you were trying to shoot them.
They were there to kill us.
You could have killed her.
I was trying to.
Penumbra, how long is she going to be asleep for?
I'd say
I think it's a minute.
50 more seconds.
Okay, we need to take care of that first. We'll argue after.
Rope her up, or tie her, something, or whatever.
I'm going to use an item I have in my inventory that I have never used. I'm going to use manacles.
Oh, you have manacles?
I do.
Nice. Those are.
Oh, dang.
Oh boy, that's
a fully. Yeah, manacle. How are you doing this? Give me a description of how they're being subdued.
I want to do one of the put the manacles on and then tuck one of the legs behind the manacles, behind it, so that way it's basically breaking out would cause a lot of pain.
Ooh. Does sound painful.
So behind the back, then one of the legs tucked under. So basically, they'd have to break their ankle to be able to escape. Which also would very much slow their run if they tried to get away. Then. A 2-for-1 deal.
All right. I'm also saying the other individual is subdued. We'll jump off the map for a little bit, unless you guys want to go check out that pyramid later. But both Penny, Clover, and Alex. Clover is. I don't know if any of you would oppose to it. He's being rather gruesome as this dude restrained. Instead, he's grabbing the boot and full on dragging this dude's face across the stone.
I'm gonna let it happen.
No, Penny's.
It's not gonna kill him.
I'm not gonna question Clover.
But it's not good.
Not gonna question Clover.
No, Penny gives him a look that's not how you should treat your prisoners.
Roll me an insight check.
Okay. It is a +4. 15.
You don't really get all of it or why he's like this, but you see what are these red and orange streaks in his hair. His skin's getting darker and crispier as you see just this blotch and changes. You've seen Summer go through these changes However, whatever Clover is, he is not a typical Eladrin, and whatever these changes are much more drastic than what most Eladrin go through.
Right.
And you see these like eyes glare at you, and you feel, when I say you feel heat, I don't mean metaphorically. You feel actual heat start emanating from him. And now I'd like a persuasion check.
Okay. Let's see. A 17.
You deal with him then. And he just like drops him fully on the ground. And he heads back into the cave. He's wanting to retrieve Oliver's body.
Right. Okay, yeah, Penny's gonna take care of the guy then.
I'll come over and I'll help Penny with that.
Right. First, she is going to give 10 points of lay on hand to Alex.
Aw.
Cool. You have manacled the other individual.
This is the Daredevil intro?
I don't know, it's just copyright-free music.
Then probably isn't.
Okay, because I was like, this really sounds like that.
I was gonna stop it because it gets a little too intense later for me, for my needs.
Yeah. Or needs.
Don't know why that's disabled. Whatever. What are you guys doing? You guys gather back together. This individual wakes up a few minutes later. There was definitely the initial panic of like, I was, deciding to run or not, and now I'm waking up and I'm fully manacled and like restrained, and all these people are around me. The other dude, eventually the vines do fade off him, but he is restrained, tied, and he's just, I was just trying to get some fresh air, a lot of crazy things happened, and I just dropped that, and
I'm just gonna turn and face him point blank with my mask, like, really?
And you see it's like digging into almost the ceiling, like it is touching just the ceiling of this cave, and going slightly into it.
Mouse back and forth from pyramid to him to pyramid to him.
It's a big pyramid. You're like, what the hell just happened?
Pyramid you.
What you guys do?
He died.
Lane.
I don't know who
Jay's
died,
internet
but
cut out.
someone did.
Okay.
I think Crux is pretty much like not even looking in the direction of Joji. Very much seemingly like ignoring them at the moment, to paying a lot of attention to the to Flint.
When they're done, I'm gonna walk a bit away and then try and get their attention to come over here, away from the group.
You're gonna try and get whose attention?
I think Joji's trying to pull you to the side, Crux.
He's fully not like paying attention. He's
I'll just come
intentionally
over here now.
I think that's a fair thing. I feel you have two prisoners right now. I feel like you would not want to separate right now, so I think that's even for Joji.
Crux hears you say that,
understanding
just
you
doesn't reply.
Joji is also he's very aggravated and wants to argue.
No, he is just not reply. He just does not reply.
Alright. Joji's gonna kick a tree or something.
So Joji moves slightly away. Regular is also slightly moving away.
Are we all together at this point?
You're all together around your two prisoners who you've sort of gathered together.
First and foremost, is anyone hurt?
Yeah.
Mentally.
I'll go over to Joji and actually, who all says that they're hurt?
I feel like Crux would like nod a little bit, but
very hurt.
He nods a little bit.
Clover's
Crux is
very
not doing
hurt.
great. He's doing all right. He's not doing great.
You can come over to me and I'll cast Cure Wounds on him, or a healing word, or whatever I have. Cure Wounds.
I would say he is gone for a minute as you see him sort of collecting the pieces of Oliver after that pyramid came out, and he is sort of trying to. No, it's not a good sight to see, and Clover is trying to show respect for a friend.
Well, at some point I'll motion him over and I'll do Cure Wounds on him, though.
Again, it's like
mass healing word on everyone who wants it.
Nice.
So I guess Joji, Crux, Clover, I guess, and whoever else asks for it.
Okay.
Take a little bit because I'm not full health.
Penny, and then one more. I guess Summer. Summer, do you have any hit points going? I'll take that as a no.
Yeah, she's like 47 with the temporary hit points that you gave, so she's fine.
In that case, just to show we're friendly, I'll give the last healing word to Flint. So all will get back 7 hit points.
Cool. Thanks.
Nice. Keep forgetting how to.
As you do that, Flint's like, well, thank you, good sir. Clearly you guys have bigger fish to fry. And I mean, I've just been passing through. How about I pay you a bit of gold for your good dealings, and you just let me on through.
Shut up.
Penny is gonna put
Or
something
take 6 hit points back,
around
by the
his
way.
mouth.
Are you gonna gag him?
Yeah. Yeah, Penny's gonna.
Did you guys? So the vines went away. Did
Doesn't
you
wanna
tie
look at
him
him right
back
now.
up, or do you have another set of manacles? Or
We tied him up.
all right, whoever's tying him up, make me a sleight. We'll call it sleight of hand, just to see how nimble. Or whoever was tied him up, whoever is roped to.
I can help if needed. I'm very proficient.
I'm gonna say no, just because you said you walked away from the group.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
not Joji.
Yeah.
Well, at least I have a +4 to say.
Yeah, Alex, give it a shot with your 4 hands.
If I can actually roll good for once. Six.
Like, you did a bad job.
It probably is hurting him, honestly, at
It's
this
a mix
point,
of that, but it's like you are tying it to hurt him, but as soon as you let go of the ropes, they also just fall off. Penny, you said you were gagging him. Give me a sleight of hand roll here too, just to see if you can.
Can I try and redo the knot that Alex is
That's
trying
what
to
Penny's
do?
gonna do. If
Okay.
not, like with a 6, with
Penny
a 6.
a bardic inspiration.
Okay, you have a bardic inspiration, Penny. You can help Penny, Crux.
Yeah.
If you want. Okay, roll with
Okay.
advantage, Penny, and you have bardic inspiration.
That is a 14, and then the bardic inspiration is D6.
D8, I believe.
Okay.
It's D8.
Mm-hmm.
So that
So
is
19.
19. Yeah.
Much better. You gag him. You do it. Have you gagged Flint?
No, Penny has not.
All right, Flint is not speaking. They have like their hair over their face slightly, and they're looking down and not at any of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Can I just sit like near her but not threateningly, just quietly?
Mm-hmm. I mean, your wagon's behind you. Clover's going to take some time to bury Oliver. I don't know. Yeah, you moved out this morning, so I think you'd still have it prepared. I am just throwing this out there. Augur, you do have the ceremony spell prepared, so you can do a funeral ceremony if you want. Obviously, in that bag of silver, there was 2 doses, so you can.
Okay.
You do not need to by any means.
I'll offer to Clover. And if Clover would like that, then I will.
With the calming down and the healing, you see his shift from summer to winter rapidly, as you see in Eladrin that, like, you've lived in the Feywild for a short time, but this is beyond what you've seen for an Eladrin. That's he's already shifting to winter, and he just sort of nods his head politely and...
I will also offer him a hug.
He does not take a hug. No.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Hold on.
Yeah, no, okay. I'll do the funeral for him.
Ceremony funeral. At least you know Oliver isn't going to be an undead for the next month, so that's comforting.
Yeah, true.
But it's very much an Augur funeral is much more like fulfillment in life and purpose in the life beyond. It's less religious and more so just speaking to the cycle of life itself and what important role they play on Earth or the material plane mentality. Are you guys getting on the move? Are you talking to your prisoners?
I think after it's getting to one of the Flint is manacled, the other one is tied up. I think Crux is gonna go try and find Regular. They'll ignore
you catch him just as he is coming back.
Where's my stuff?
Okay, interesting. Yeah, you see Regular come back to the group just as you all this starts to calm down. What did you say, Mango? Sorry.
Oh, he walks up to him a little bluntly, goes, where's my stuff?
I don't have it.
You very explicitly do. You made you're doing what I think you're doing, Re'Gular. It's a very poor decision with what I know. You can't afford to fuck with me right now. You know that.
Much. I was asked to.
Tell me where my stuff is, and let me just say that I won't do what I could do.
No matter what you could do, I will always be by your side to stop it.
Just for curiosity's sake, this will not impact either of you. This is for just my own curiosity. Can you both roll intimidation for me?
Oh,
you both sort of just like mad dogging each other.
Crux is he's not actually that intimidating. He does not have good intimidation.
Natural 1.
That's a 9. We have the same modifier to intimidation. That is wild.
I am gonna roll a. This is not most likely not gonna happen, but I'm gonna roll a 1d10 and subtract his roll.
There's a chance you could get me to a 0. I'm gonna be with a 1d10. I just a 4.
Nope.
I have a 4 now, but I still outnumber you.
Yes.
Anything is bigger than 0.
This isn't really going to role play it, but I feel like even with the 4 and the natural 1, neither of you are like...
Neither of us would intimidate anyone else except each other.
It's not a cold intimidation. Both of you are coming from a place of desperation. There's both fear or worry in both of you. and it is coming out where it is less aggression and more both of you are between a rock and a hard place sort of idea, and you both know it and are both worried by it.
You hear a big can't tell what he's expressing.
I'll give you one more chance.
A note, actually, with your feet, Mango, I'm assuming you're not going to take an attack of opportunity, but you can if you want to. He messed with fate there.
Oh, you're right. Reality anchor.
So you don't need to, but I would say with that feat alone, you would just clock that he did.
Okay, he's not going to, but he's going to.
It's still clocked, though. It's like, this isn't something you've seen him do before.
Like I said, I'm gonna give you one more chance. Tell me where my stuff is, and I'm not going to do what I could do. I'm gonna leave that off the table. That doesn't need to happen. We can keep things civil. I'd be more than willing to do so. You tell me where my stuff is.
I think beyond even the threat of what you're doing, you're thinking of a promise Crux made when you first spoke about this subject. A promise Crux made to you. Do you remember what I'm talking about, Re'Gular, or would you like me to DM you?
Please DM me.
Oh boy.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Crux?
I do know what you're talking about. Yes, that was partially was trying to imply in what he was saying.
That's what I thought.
There's another. There's two prongs to it.
Know this. I wasn't sure
golly.
Yeah.
It's a two-pronged threat.
Re'Gular is just gonna walk away, back to the cart, or wherever Summer is.
Okay.
You're welcome to go look for the.
I'm gonna make an investigation check. I'm gonna go try and find it, and then in advance, Monty, I'm sorry for what I'm gonna have to do if I can't find it.
All right.
I really am terrified as to what that means, Mango.
Oh, you should. You all should be, honestly. All of you should be.
Yeah, I figure we should be.
Investigation check.
But like.
Yeah.
Yep, and I'm going straight towards Summer. I had to talk with her.
Ooh, 8.
I'm going to say, I don't know at what point you come back, but you're going to spend about 30 minutes looking to no avail. So in that 30-minute time before then, what are you doing? You want to talk to Summer? We'll get to that in a moment, see if anything else has been going on during that time. Are you guys loading your prisoners into the cart? Are you trying to talk to them while that conversation was going on?
Is she awake?
She is awake. She has her head down and is not looking or talking to any of you.
I'm gonna ask if I'm gonna kind of like go over and it's fine if I sit by you.
No response. No reaction.
I'm gonna try and slowly do it, and if I feel like they're uneased by it, then I'll stop.
No reaction. No response.
All right. I just sit there. I'm just gonna kind of keep by and make sure they're okay.
All right. You're sitting down. There's occasionally from your good old prisoner here, just muffled talking, just like trying to say things, but the gag's still on, so.
I kind of want to just go look at him and just.
Have we gotten the artifact off of this person here yet?
You guys have not.
Get it from them.
I want to do that.
I really hope it wasn't in their cart.
Would you like to search him, Summer?
Can I sleight of hand?
Sure.
Well, sleight of hand is stealing. You gotta roll an investigation to find if he has anything hidden on himself.
Okay, I'll steal everything he has on him.
That's name is Edgar. Cool. Well,
Even his clothes.
make investigation rolls to both of you then.
Oh, dang it.
Cool.
Okay. 11.
19.
Oh, 9.
You're just sort of scampering about, like, looking for things. You're, like, doing the obvious places. You sort of are getting these, like, pings of divination. In a way, just sort of, like, guiding your hand. Are you just going for the artifact, or are you trying to get rid of any threats or just random things in them?
Oh, you know what? While we're at it, may as well.
Alright. Are you taking his gold, too? There is money. Are you straight up stealing, robbing this man?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. You do find it is this individual, for as less intelligent as he seems, he has hidden these items well on him and are not in places and are in like separate little places. Even if you find one, you can't find others. You do find about little bigger than a baseball, this weird gem-encrusted orb with all these intricate moving pieces. You see a bag that has a couple more beans left in it that seem like is what he reached into. You find a bag which on inspection, and you stick your hand in, appears to have no bottom. And a small... And you find sort of hidden into his clothing is what originally was a necklace, but it looks like the string has been threaded through to make it look like just a thing, where you clock it as not belonging. You see the small amulet with a eye with like an X over the eye on it. So you have the amulet, the bag of beans, a bag of holding, and this clockwork orb.
Come on,
Okay, I will write that in the. I will try to write that in the party fund real quick. Hold on, actually. Just so bag of holding, beans,
bag of holding,
amulet, clockwork orb.
I'm gonna hiss at the bag of beans, like, shh.
Oh, that was a really good roll for you guys. You're lucky ducks.
Oh boy.
We are definitely going to need to ask if we can...
There are 8 beans left in that bag. Please add that beside the bag.
I'm still gonna hiss at. I hate those beans now after the freaking pyramid.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Alex's hate list: frogs and now bags of beans.
At this point, after you sort of take all those items off him, wondering to expect them later, you see Regular approach you rather somberly.
Summer, I need to talk to you in private. Urgent.
Sure.
Yeah, you walk some far away, like 20 feet away, behind a tree. And
do you want to do this in secrets, or do you want to do this out loud?
Let me see. Let's do it out here.
All right, go ahead.
Summer, I'm gonna tell you something, and let's say it straight out. Crux is gonna say something to you that's gonna hurt you so much. It's gonna hurt us, and I need you to not listen to him. Back a couple weeks ago, I think nearly a month, I made a promise to him. And he made a promise to me that he would not hurt you. But now I've broken that promise. He will say things. He is going to say something specific. And whenever Crux starts to talk, I need you to block your ears. If you hear what he is about to say, what he will say, it will hurt you. It'll hurt you emotionally. It'll ruin our relationship.
Okay, I'm going to need you to be a little more blunt and not dance your way around details. What are the promises you made?
I made a promise to them that I have not enacted yet, but I promised him that I would help him hunt down chained augurs. I have not done that yet.
Why? I'm confused.
More or less in that situation, he already knew information about me. Information that will hurt you. And even though now that I'm telling you this, it's gonna hurt our trust, it's better that you do not hear what he will say. And
I don't know. I think I'd rather know, actually. Otherwise, I'm going to obsess and worry over it.
I can't tell you. I just can't.
Why not? I'd rather hear it from you than anyone else, if it's that big of a deal.
No, it's because it's something I cannot specifically tell you. I love you, Summer, but I can't tell you this. Back in the Pathos Labyrinth, when we're all going through the tarot doors, I did not choose a tarot door. I was conflicted of what to choose until the floor started disappearing, crumbling, and I met with something, fate or whatever it was, but it was telling me about the Chainbreaker and telling me that I need to stop him. I now believe that my destiny is
specifically.
Now to stop the Chainbreaker.
Re'Gular, I will remind you, it said that the Chainbreaker has the potential to save the world or damn it.
Yeah, either save the world or damn it. And I don't know what to do. And that's so hard, I can't. I want to help Crux. But he's making it so hard. And my destiny to just try and prevent the Chainbreaker or something. I don't know. Everything, this whole fate thing is getting so confusing.
Do you want me to ask a question to try and help clear it up for you? I can just cast augury for you.
No. I'm just... No. I'm just getting confused with all this information I've been taking in the past month. Pathos Labyrinth, learning information about Chainbreaker, and being asked directly to press stop or change to Chainbreaker. And my main thing here is to tell you not to listen whenever Crux talks. I need you to not pay attention to what he's saying, even if it's directly to you. Because the information you will learn will hurt you. And this is ruined. Me talking about it right now is ruining our friendship. But I'd rather do that than have you learn. He will say. My goal right now is just to stay by the Chainbreaker's side. Try to prevent him from causing anything rash. Just like what he did just 10 minutes ago.
Right. I do trust you, Regular, but I can't promise that I won't listen to him, or I can try and ignore it. But
just know, if you do learn, I am deeply sorry.
I think at this point, Crux, you come back frustrated, not finding. I will say you did find one thing. You don't know where the sword is. You found your crossbow smashed.
Okay. I'm gonna bring back the smashed crossbow.
And you come back and you see off in a ways Regular and Summer talking.
Oh, I'm gonna wait until everyone's back and ready to hit the road.
All right.
Oh boy.
And so I can see him.
Any other things? Anything else?
There's so much right now.
Before you guys start heading back to the next... Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
This is scary.
Okay, Mango, are you actually... Okay,
I'm sorry.
Are you actually, like, pissed off or, like...
No,
actually...
it's fine.
Okay, because I'm like...
Crux is...
I mean, out of game, I'm a little mad that you took my magic item, because that's my cool toy, and you took it, but that's the only thing.
I'm sorry, but I...
You took my toy!
Yeah.
I wasn't done playing with it.
Damn it. I am sorry, Mango. I understand the appreciation. That's magical item.
That's
cool,
the thing. That's, if anything, that's the thing I'm mad about.
Yes, I am sorry.
I went through the whole game without getting a magic item. You took it from me.
I can't.
I would have the same way if my sword was taken. I'd scream.
Could you imagine if you got that one shadow thing for the Pathless Labyrinth, and then Regular fucking took it?
Was taken.
I mean, it makes sense character-wise why he would take that from you for sure.
100%.
All right, so everyone comes back. I'm gonna say, I'm assuming you put the actual prisoners in the cart because having them walk behind and keeping them on the roof.
We don't. No, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea.
That's Crux's favorite place.
That's a bad. No, that's just a bad idea. Because one of them escaped. Well, even if you don't trust me, one of them escapes, jumps off the roof. We need the time to get out of the cart. They can just start running.
So you put the two.
And then the other one has an opportunity to escape while we're going after that one. So that's just double bad.
But you put the individuals in the cart, and everyone's ready to go, Crux, if you want to do anything.
Oh, yeah. I think there's a little thing I want to do. As we're all, getting ready to the cart, I'm still holding the broken crossbow. I think, as you guys are getting, heading towards the cart, to be like, one more thing, before we get on the road, I do have a bit of an announcement I'd like to share with everybody.
Regular is immediately right next to Summer and closes her ears.
Rude.
I'm sorry.
Also,
the ears.
As this starts up, I want to know if Joji has any reaction, because Joji also knows what's, I feel.
Oh, Joji knows the information.
Sense of what's going to happen.
Joji's gonna pull with their crossbow. If you shut up, I'll give you my crossbow.
Oh, that's not what I care about right now. That's not what I care about right now.
Yeah, and guess what? There's a lot of things going on. Maybe if you want to work on this, and if you want to with this,
I have the power with a few words to change. I hold a lot of power with a few words. Take whatever you want from me. It's not going to matter.
And I can tell the truth about you.
Oh, go ahead. It's not going to change that's not going to change much. Besides, I mean, some people may not like me as much. That's not going to change as much as what I have to say.
If you say it, I'll say it.
Oh, go. By all means.
I'm going to say, I always like to do an emotional check, and I feel that's going to make Crux matter, because I feel you're feeling betrayed.
He's feeling betrayed. He's trying to play it off a little bit. but I think he is playing it off a little bit. But I think there's a bit of he is genuinely angry. It's like
there's some anger
both of his
there.
Partners in this endeavor he feels both of them betrayed him at the same time.
Oh yeah, so I think there's some rage building in Crux, if I am correct in my interpretation.
Oh, yeah.
And I think you can't hide that. That's in the eyes for you.
I think his eyes are glowing red at this point. 100%.
Yeah, there's an intensity in it that you have seen in Crux, but rarely.
It's pissed off Jay.
Now the question is Summer going to let regular? Because honestly, Crux he's not going to say it.
I feel like she freezes and she's like, I don't know what to do.
Please, I kind of like face her, like, please, can't listen.
If you, I would recommend letting Summer hear this. She's the one who wants to hear this the most, without a doubt. Directly concerns her.
Shut the fuck up, Star Child.
You caused this. You could have avoided all of this. This is your fault that I have to say this. Wish I hadn't. Wish I didn't have to. Really do wish I didn't have to.
It's not their fault.
Yes, it literally is. I gave them the option to back out.
I've been
30 minutes
asked
ago.
to stop you.
They could have backed out then, and we would have been fine.
I've been asked to stop you, Crux, and I don't intend on letting that go.
Well, then I'm sorry for what I have to do. Everybody, so 2 big pieces of information I think you need to know. One, when we first met Jaden, they explained a very important concept to me. That basically, when somebody changes fate in a major way, they create a doppelganger of themselves. I know the entire thing, so basically it's like a different person, but they have the same, from the point of the change backwards, they have the same memories, and then they act as their own separate person. Now, an important thing to keep in mind is that Castian did this. Hence, Regular.
That is not what you heard, to be clear. You're slightly confused.
You know what? I'm gonna...
The person...
I'm sorry.
The person who is a copy does not need to be the one who messed with fate.
Oh,
it is random.
Okay.
I'm gonna let go, and I'm gonna start charging at Crux, and I am going to use my last rage and just tackle him.
Go right ahead. That's what I need to say.
I'm gonna join him. Jumping off the cart and going after him.
I have advantage on this.
You know what you attacking me right after I say it only makes it seem more true. You know that, right?
It's because I'm trying to prevent you from saying it, dumb motherfucker.
I already did.
Ooh.
15. Yet.
For AC, both those miss.
I mean,
I know this is post athletics. I'm taking this as a sort of a weird grapple.
Okay, are they going against my AC or are they going against my...
No, this is opposed.
Okay.
You can use acrobatics or athletics.
That's acrobatics. So yeah.
That's a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Does he succeed?
You tackle him to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm going to try to cover his mouth.
Well, I think I already said my piece.
I'm going to say you said your piece, and I'm going to do something that I haven't done in a long time. In this game, I'm calling them fate points, but usually I call them mercy points, in which I show slight kindnesses to you guys or help things in story in your favor. I've collected quite a few, and I'm going to spend some at this time to say, as this happens, although you had it secured, the world has different plans. And as you go to tax him, your mask is jostled and pulled off to the side. As all of you see, standing over Crux, the face of Castian, looking down at Fury, right on top of Crux.
My God!
Thorns cut off from the forehead. No burn marks, no change. Just the face of Castian.
Can I try and
covering Summer's ears isn't going to fix that.
Can I try and move Summer away?
Wailing.
You're on me. You can't move Summer, Joji. You're on me.
You can start pulling Summer
you
towards
can move
there.
Summer away.
What?
She saw what she saw.
She saw what she saw, and you're on me. You can't move fast enough to cover him.
I have 40 feet of movement.
Yeah,
I can do it.
You can't go tackle me and then go back.
Towards the carriage.
Gonna try and grab the sword.
I think Crux goes limp. He lets them. They can wail on him all he wants. He won.
Jesus Christ.
Jody's gonna run up to Summer, grab her, try and grab her. And, look at me. Don't look at him.
It's
I
too
already
late.
saw what I saw.
Boom.
Shit.
Yep, I'm beating Crux if he's just letting it happen. I'm doing this until he fucking passes out.
Crux, if you're not going to stop him,
He's not gonna
drop
stop
to 0. Stable, but drop to 0.
Regular stop. Okay.
And
What
as you
the
say the
fuck?
word regular, I'm going to say this, Summer. You jump back to all those times you felt deja vu, this weird feeling that you know this individual. And even saying his name, Regular, just feels different now in your mouth.
Pull my hood up and just... I'm walking away. I'm walking to the trail.
I'll watch over him.
I'm walking to the trail. I'm leaving. I just can't.
Are you leaving the sword where you put it?
The number just came in here just having us all fight over this and just be like...
You know what? I am walking. I will go back to where I had the sword, and I am taking it with me.
All right.
I want to go after him. I'm confused in what.
This is why
to repeat, just for clarity, because that all happened, what Crux said is, he referred to the concept of doppelgangers, which when someone messes with fate, abnormalities can be produced. One such being a copy of a person is made.
So, meaning that Castian did something with fate?
Not necessarily. It could have been, but weird effects will happen to the world, not the individual who messed with fate.
Okay.
So someone messing with fate
Basically,
is having repercussions in the world.
Okay. For the rest.
And
Summer fell in love with Castian twice?
Yeah, apparently.
Yes.
I
That's
am,
hilarious, actually.
to be honest, I am full dashing 80 feet, but I'm also notably leaving my mask of disguise behind.
Mm-hmm. So you're running after the sword. Joji's.
Do we have any more rope, guys?
You left, Joji. If you're following Regular, you're not there.
No, I'm not. I'm staying with Crux.
Okay.
Knocked out. I mean, you should probably have some rope in your inventory.
Now.
Let me check.
I'm just gonna ask, does he have to make
I used my rope for...
Because I was wailing on him.
So.
I do have a burglar's pack. Does that have rope in it?
Crux, just so you know, you're going to be unconscious for 4 hours unless someone heals you.
Okay. Is the doctor going to heal the unconscious person?
I'm going to try it.
Alex is in shock, man.
Okay.
Alex is in
Yeah,
shock.
that's fair.
Reasonable.
How do you think I felt like 5 months ago when I learned this information and couldn't tell anybody? That's the big thing that I was like, I learned something earth-shaking and I couldn't tell anyone.
No, I've been waiting for this.
I know.
Shout out to Monty who just said, hey, I want to F with someone's backstory. Can I F with someone mentally?
Wow.
And that's basically what Monty... At the very beginning of this game, that's what Monty came up and asked me. And I was like, all right, let's see how we want to do this.
Who do I want to choose? Do I want to choose Jay or Mango? Fuck.
I gave her the choice between Jay or Mango.
You chose rude.
I don't know if you played Ronald.
He did.
No.
That would have been amazing, though.
But does Burglar's pack have a rope in it?
I don't think
I believe it does.
It probably does.
With that, I'm gonna.
I would assume it would.
I try and sleight of hand, tie him up.
Yeah, you can use a sleight of hand to tie up.
Okay. I'm doing this.
Bardic inspiration for you to tie him up.
Thank you. We'll see.
Roll me also an intelligence check, Joji.
Okay.
You can add Bardic Inspiration to that if you want, or save it for the intelligence check.
We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna add Bardic Inspiration. What is it?
22?
D8.
20. Oh, to the intelligence, you're saying.
Okay, 12 for the intelligence check.
Not quite. So you tie Crux up to the best of your ability there. Regular walks off for a short ways.
I am running away.
I want to go fucking after him.
I'm running away. I'm trying to go get the sword and then not face the group.
He is faster than you. I'm assuming Summer is calling out, so would you slow down or stop to Summer calling out for you?
Castian is fucking... Oh, he's running as fast as he can. He's running as fast as he can, and he's holding onto his forehead, and really he's closing his eyes. He's not even paying attention to where he's going.
What other Castian's reaction to Castian now?
Roll me a charisma save, Monty.
Charisma save.
It would be so funny, and I mean so funny if Castian sent a library. Hey, just checking in. We made it to a new safe house. Reverence is fine. Just want to see how you are. Like, it appears right now. That'd be so funny.
Yeah. As you start pursuing Regular Summer, he starts going faster and faster. And as you do, like when he rages, those different forms start falling off in different directions. And you see the terrain around him itself start to shift and spastically glimmer between these different realities, these different issues, whatever is happening. There is a visceral reaction to what is going on in Regular's head, and it is affecting the world. As you see, like, trees start warping, suddenly changing color to these, like, darker blacks. You see just these weird glimpses into other worlds. Most of them not great. You see it, for instance, all the grass is burned away and others is withered and dead. Some of them look exactly the same, just slight differences in the placement of trees and things like that. But he is going to outpace you, Summer, as he is faster, unless you do anything.
Well, I can't do anything. I don't have my face step, so.
Alright. Regular runs off. You eventually have to stop Summer as you run out of breath. There's sort of a panic in you. Thoughts racing.
Yeah. Now she's sitting down like, what
pounding.
the fuck?
Sorry.
No, that's fine, Monty.
No, he said he's sorry. Castian.
Oh.
Is it Castian? Is it Regular?
Oh,
Is
I
there
have a
difference?
question,
No.
because they're probably here, right? What's Sweet Pea think about this?
No,
Sweetie's not there.
They're not
Sweet
there.
Pea is here.
That's right.
Which
Sweet Pea
is
is
not
set.
great. I mean,
Sweet Pea
well,
has been-
is good, but...
Because one of you is going to have to mention it to Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea has been sent off to his Regular's good friend, Minerva.
I thought she
To be
was
clear-
Manic in the town.
To be clear, by the way, Sweet Pea
With
has
Manic
seen
going to
Regular's
Minerva.
face. Sweet Pea has seen Regular's face and has met Castian.
Damn.
And he's been over.
And Sweet Pea ain't no snitch.
And she's been told
she can't.
They could write it down.
She could have like panic pointed between the two and like motioned taking off the mask. Like she could have snitched, but she didn't.
She's been she's been taught by Regular to not. She's more or less been taught by Regular to not.
Regular didn't raise no snitch.
No, Regular raised her on the rule of snitches yet stitches.
God.
Anyways, you're forced to return back to the cart. Monty, if you just want to message me where you're going, if anywhere.
I'm just straight up telling you, I'm heading towards the sword, and once I get that,
I know that.
I guess he's kind of lost now. He exactly doesn't know where Star Mount is or where he exactly is. He's not the best.
Not without a guide. This is unfamiliar terrain to you. Roll me another charisma check.
Charisma check.
But don't roll it yet. I'm telling you right now, the DC is 15.
Well, right now. All right. 11.
No. Cool.
He's just.
Actually, Summer, not knowing where he went, you're forced to return to the cart. As everyone's there.
I do have sending prepared. I'm very tempted to send something to Monty there, but I don't know what to say. So just give me a second to figure out what I want to say.
Yep. One second.
Yeah.
I feel like there is a look, even within this chaos, between Penumbra and Clover, as you guys have sort of wandered into this mess.
I'm guessing it's probably like, who the fuck is Castian?
Yeah, it's just. At one point, I was just gonna lean over to Penny and just be like, "What's going on?"
While that's going on, Joji's gonna. Penny, can you get Crux in the car?
You know what'd be funny?
Yeah, sure.
If I changed my shape to Castian.
No!
I'm not going to, but that would be hilarious.
That'd be even worse.
That'd be incredible.
No, it'd just be so funny if they're like, oh, I guess they're a changeling too. Let me change it to this Castian-looking guy. And then Summer comes back and sees this.
Summer comes back and is like,
who knows? You're Castian. You're Castian.
One Castian.
Is there anyone here who isn't Castian?
Although
Castian sends.
I'm curious, and since he's unconscious and can't get angry, I've never done this before, but I want to try shape changing into a Sulkin. I want to try and take Crux form.
Ooh.
It is actually weirdly not fully correct, as you cannot gain the racial features. Like, you've noticed his eye color shift with emotion. That's not something you can gain. You have to manually change your eye color if you ever want to. And even when you do, it doesn't look the same as him. So it's like you're stuck in one color. And the skin doesn't have the same iridescence. So it's like maybe another Soulkin might be able to tell it easier, but you can do it.
You're a great value, Soulkin.
Yeah, I mean, I'd try it out. I've never done it.
I don't think he'd actually get mad at that, honestly.
After Penny takes it, I can basically look at the rest of the group. I suppose I should tell you what happened to that augur.
Oh.
The one that
give
got
me one
murdered?
moment. Give me one moment first. I'm just
Yeah, Summer.
message him. I'm just gonna send things to him,
Understandable.
and then you can go ahead, okay? Just for one
Okay.
moment.
Yeah, I feel like Summer's on the edge of a panic attack already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's add more to her plate.
Yeah. Bow down.
Okay, I had what I wanted to say figured out, but I mean, that's fine if it's jumbled. She's jumbled at the moment. Please, come back. I'm not angry or upset. I'm just confused and want to talk. Please.
Can you roll me an intelligence check right now? Summer.
Which one of us? Oh, Summer?
You,
Intelligence
Summer.
check? Uh-huh. Okay. 20.
You have actually heard of doppelgangers before, not fully in name or by that description. You did not know the source of them before. But from your raising of the chain, you would hear basically, you've heard of copies of people existing, that they are highly dangerous and should be killed or imprisoned on sight.
Right. Great.
Which one's
That's
the
cool.
real one?
Castian, probably.
We can't be sure though.
One of them changed their names. That's usually a clue that they're not the real one.
And
I'm
also,
going to tell you,
I mean,
reality.
you know, I've read the Clone Saga from Spider-Man, so I know what I'm talking about.
Nice.
We got a whole Ben Riley in our party, so.
Like, we can't be 100% sure without actually asking them.
Well, they wouldn't know.
I mean,
from the point of the change of when they both spawned, they both had the same memories back.
Yeah, but Regular does know he's the doppelganger.
He does.
Okay, then there we go.
Wait,
where his hours of the path of distortion come from.
I mean, he's literally able to distort fate because he doesn't
And
belong in
hence-
this world.
Is it
How much
set
help did I get from the the healing word?
Was it 7?
Earlier? Yeah, we all got 7.
But yeah,
also, you run back even summer to the very first time you met. Regular was not clocked in the group of people who said, I know all of you are going to stop me, mess with me, whatever he said. The people who killed you, they said, I don't know what you are, who you are, but you've made things more difficult for me by your presence. Regular was singled out as as an abnormality.
Oh, man.
he's the glitch in the Matrix.
From the very beginning, things have been weird with Regular.
Does Regular respond to my sending?
Yeah, I got her song.
Left on red.
I feel ashamed, and I can't be around you. If you want answers, look for Minerva Parthenos. She will tell you
You're out
everything
of words.
about.
You're done. You don't get that.
At least get the Minerva Parthenos.
Yeah. Technically, you had one more word after that, but.
She.
Yeah, you had Minerva Parthenos. She and.
Yeah, well, you have another 3rd level spell slot. I could sending to him again.
She what?
Yeah, really, just 1 second.
She's me?
One Mississippi.
She's another Castian?
Everyone's Castian. Everyone take off your masks now.
Secretly, we all are just like
He's not even
wearing
a
face masks of
dragonborn.
ourselves. Just to like wearing Castian face masks.
That'd be a terrible and mean but awesome April Fool's Day.
That'd be an
prank on someone.
incredible April Fool's joke if like we all had our cameras off for like this whole thing, and then like I coordinated with everybody except Jay, and we all had replicas of Monty's mask. All turn on our cameras, take off the mask, and it just says on a piece of paper, Castian.
Okay, I
but
will
we can-
sending to him again. But just
What about Sweet Pea? Will we meet you at Minerva's? We don't have to talk right now. Just come back to the group.
So, no, I do think it is later in the day, and like it's not dark yet, but in a couple hours it is going to be dark.
I'll find my way to Starmount. I can't. I'll be from a distance. I can't. Then, here it ends.
And that's the message you get back.
rude. Okay, well, Damn.
He's having
What
a
about
fucking-
Sweet Pea?
He's having a fucking mental.
What about Sweet Pea, huh?
He's going through emotions too.
He's not thinking straight either.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys going to do? Are you setting up camp for the night? Clover would basically say. Clover would say it's a day and a half, pretty much, I believe, to start around, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
From where you are.
Didn't.
And he's going to say, let's push through the night. We have dangerous prisoners. Let's push through the night.
Okay. And Joji also.
This is going to
Joji
agree
had
with
something he was
Clover
going
on
to
that.
say.
Yeah, Joji?
Well, Summer, are you ready for some more information?
Oh, yes.
May as well while I'm already. This? May as well. Yeah.
Please do not tell us you are also Castian!
Don't, Alex.
Okay.
Wow, laughing at this serious situation.
I'm sorry.
Great opportunity for Penumbra to turn into Castian. Just a great
No,
opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joji.
I still
Go
have
ahead,
spell slots, motherfucker. Yeah. No.
Okay.
wouldn't recommend it.
Crux killed the augur.
He won.
And I helped him.
What?
He's just gonna take a
And-
deep breath.
And you knew all this time? But didn't tell us?
It wasn't.
Why do you think they avoided the zone of truth, Penny?
I didn't kill
Makes
him
sense.
myself, but I did get the guards away. And I helped bury him.
Thank you for your honesty. Oh.
Body was found of the augur, though, right?
The body was found, yeah.
They didn't even do a good
Wait,
job burying them.
No, the body was not found when you were there. It was not found while you were there. It couldn't
That was
be
the
found
point.
now.
It was found
It
now.
was not found at least while you were there. You don't know of the current state.
Doesn't send a
I'm
message
gonna
if it's
do-
never found, and it doesn't send the right message if it's found immediately.
I'm going to do a hard sort of transition here. Where finally the sky breaks. The rain that was holding back the whole time you're traveling starts coming down in buckets. And we pan in a section now where reality has been carved out, a blackened, dull world, just about 5 to 10 feet around Regular. As we see him breathing heavily, the wind creating a chill, and his breath coming out as frost. As we see him hold the sword of the Chainbreaker, as it slowly grows jagged and larger in size, forming into a great sword. And we cut away from Regular. All of you now. The cart's moving, raining down. Some of you, if you remember, you are down Oliver. You're also down Regular. That does free up some room, but some people are still outside the cart in the rain.
Yeah, I'll be out in the rain. I
Um,
want some alone space.
I'm probably
Clover-
steering the
Clover
cart.
is steering right now. He is fully taken over.
Okay.
Just knowing he's like, I know I'm better at this with you, and I'm not going to argue with anyone right now. This is not fun, silly, fun time.
I'll sit on top of the cart then instead of Crux.
Yeah.
All right.
I would say actually you should probably stay near the other, like me, stay near the Ganassi girl, Penny near the one guy Oliver was after, and then you for Crux.
Okay, so I'll be to Crux.
Since you guys are
We're
pushing
just
through
gonna
the
leave
night,
him tied up.
you're pushing through the night in the rain. I need everyone to roll a Constitution save. Anyone outside the cart has to make it a disadvantage.
I'm guessing because
fine.
I'm unconscious, I automatically fail.
No, you will wake up in this time, though, and find yourself bound.
Are we ever going to untie him? Is my question.
Maybe not.
That's a big number there.
These ropes are pretty warm. I don't know if I want to be untied. I feel like I'm, not dying of hypothermia here.
Anyone who so Alex and Summer are outside the cart, right?
Oh, I'm not.
You're not?
I'm inside
Okay.
with Crux.
So just Summer then?
Yeah. Is there room out with Clover to just sit there in silence?
Yeah. No. There's room for the two.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
You're not
she'll
going to
sit
prompt it.
out there in silence.
Just from the misery of the rain and not sleeping, you're going to take 2 points of exhaustion, Summer. Anyone else who got less than a 10 is taking 1 point. To remind you, that's disadvantage on all ability checks for 1, and for 2, your speed is halved. You guys can benefit from a short rest, though.
Oh, is Summer able to keep up?
Summer is
sitting on the cart. With Clover steering. Well, she's not.
You guys are a little squished inside, but
I really kind of look over to the. I forgot her name.
I think you're talking about Flint. Even before you do that, though, probably about the 3rd hour in before Crux is awake. Penny. The first time she still does look up, meets your gaze for a second, and just goes, "I'm still going to kill you."
Well, we're not going to let that happen. And you don't have to worry. The other vice versa won't happen. We're not going to kill you either.
Can I do something here?
Joji or Alex, I know Joji, you said you want to do anything, so feel free to if you want.
It's fine, you can.
I want to do something after she says that, though, right after.
Yeah, Alex?
I'm going to grab her chin between my fingers, tilt it towards my face, and say, "You are not going to lay a hand on her, or else you will have to deal with me."
Oh no, Jody's not going to let that fly.
It's already
Just gonna let her go and sit back after that.
Roll an intimidation check.
How intimidating am I? Oh, I'm intimidating. I have a +6, damn it. That's a 19.
This is sort of going to more translate into insight a little bit with intimidation. You are a person of sorrow. Either be you emanating it, comforting against it. You have seen and felt sorrow, both your own and of others. And around this individual, the air is heavy with despair. As you sort of back away for a moment, Joe just sort of slaps your hand, still lingering in the air, away from her face. Eventually, Crux wakes up soon after that, and you guys ride for a little longer unless anything else is going to happen.
I'm just going to do something.
I need to roll. Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to roll for the horses too, actually, to see how tired they're getting.
I'm going to kind of look at her and basically and be like, "Are you cold at all? Do you need something warm you up a little.
Roll me a persuasion check. No register. Nothing in the face. No reaction.
Well, tell me if you get cold.
Day does start to break, and the rain starts to slowly pass. Clover's like, we still have half a day. I can't guarantee the horses will make it. Resting still has its same issues. We still pushing?
As long as the horses can, why not?
I'll allow it, Jay, in the night.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. He basically says, I don't know if the horses can. We can only hope. Make a couple more rolls. Again, Crux, let me know if you're doing anything.
If the horses can't, then why don't we stop for at least like
you don't know
short rest?
Okay, you want to take another short rest basically for the horses.
Yeah, just give the horses some time to like, get a drink.
I imagine
eat
you
something.
go in the cart for a bit too, now that the rain stops, so you can try and dry off.
Yeah, well, she's also back in winter now, so the rain is not helping. Extra cold.
Yeah, I know.
Although she kind of wants some space.
And just stay out there.
Yeah, she'll stay out there. She also doesn't want to interact with Crux, and Crux is in the cart, so...
Yeah.
Sure.
Any shift? Anyone doing anything different during the rest or even just this last bit of the way? The cart stops for a minute. Are you going to ungag the other guy or do anything else? Inspect items he had? You have a minute here.
I mean, it's cold. He might get a stuffy nose. If he's gagged, that's not fun. We're gonna suffocate him that way.
Yeah, let's
I mean, we
take
can
it off.
ungag him, but if he starts talking a lot, I'm gagging him again.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, can you please go off and tell me why I've been... I don't even know who the hell all of you are. Apprehended?
Because we are being paid to apprehend you.
I sure I can pay more. As you may see, I am merely a collector of magical goods.
It's not just about the money. Very important.
What
We
is
would rather stay on good
to get this
standing
job
with the
done.
people paying us.
You don't need to say you failed or let me go. You have the item, right? Just keep the item, let me go. I
But
can
they
pay
want you
back
as
in
well.
kind. Yes, but that's still a partial success. I'm sure they'll be happy with that. They might send their own people to look for me, but that's their problem.
If they're looking for you, then we can just make it easy and put you in their hands.
Yes, but I'm saying you scratch my back and I scratch yours.
Sure, this kind of persuasion would work on someone else, but I'm not going to lie like that.
Got that, Jay? Jay, are you using a card or do you just want a well or woe answer?
Okay. Because I'm doing the augury thing, right? So it works.
Yes, it can be a card. But you can
with
do the
the
card
augur
version or the
ability, it
normal.
says additionally another card will fly out on top of it being answered.
Yes, Yes, you're right.
No.
So that is if the question. First of all, if it's an actionable thing, like if it's just a question, then it sometimes well or low won't apply. Then it will just be a card. But if it can, so with how you're phrasing it, I'm assuming you're putting it in a well or low way.
Yeah.
I will get right back to you.
Take your time.
As I just look for the proper card.
The knuckle.
Penny has a blanket in her inventory, and being, dragon, and I imagine cold-blooded, she's definitely gonna need that. But then she looks to the side at Alex.
It's not really cold anymore. It's just because it was night and raining.
Oh, well, still,
There's room for two
under here.
Looks as if he can kind of look back at Penny, look down, and silently scoot over to Penny. Just kind of snuggle up and rest her head on Penny's shoulder.
Adorable.
I was gonna offer for say like, hey, do you need to go over there? And then I remembered, oh yeah, that's Penny, the person she hates. Maybe not the best idea to ask her.
I'll tell you a little secret. Alex isn't feeling the cold too much, but Knuckles, yes.
I have two ideas for the cards you draw.
Really want to draw Alex with her head on Penny's shoulder now because it sounds adorable.
You draw the 5 of Wands and get both well and woe. Would you like me to describe the 5 of Swords
Yes,
to you?
please. Of wands, you mean? Or it's swords? I don't know.
5 of Wands. Sorry. It is upright. It is a card of combat and competition and strife. Different people have different desires and agendas, and not all can be accommodated. So a fight is needed. And some desires or goals will need to be eliminated. You need to understand and respect your competition, and you need to be confident in what you are fighting for and conduct yourself with skill. Basically what they're saying is there is opposing viewpoints, and only one can be the victor.
Okay.
Nothing with Crux still? I'm just checking.
Oh, he is remaining quiet. He knows. Even though he was unconscious when the information was shared, I think with what Joji was threatening, he knows pretty much what they told him. He knows right now anything he says is just going to probably make them more mad. And he knows that he already shook them enough with what the information he gave them. He doesn't need to rattle the bee's nest anymore. He can just wait for it to stick, for the waters to calm a little bit.
Cool. All right, you guys.
This is a real shit disturber.
Crux is not a good person. I feel like I've made this clear. Like, he's not great.
No,
yeah,
we know. We know, but
changed.
he's a real shit disturber.
That's why I changed his nickname to Dickhead. Dickhead Chainbreaker.
How close are we?
You guys are, the only reason you're getting there so quickly is because of Clover and his ranger abilities.
Clover's so cool.
Thank you, Clover.
But about at probably 4 in the afternoon, all of you arrive to the Star Mound. It is actually set on a hill, as you see these spikes in the wall of the city. You are inspected. They find several people tied up in your cart.
Yeah.
Move things along. I'm assuming you speak that you were sent by Thex, who you were informed is a Hyra. They are retrieved, and with a set of guards following her, you are brought to her tower. All right.
Is Crux still tied up being brought
I'm
to the tower?
assuming all 3 are brought up. Unless someone unties you, all of you, everyone is brought out of the cart and basically into the tower with these guards to establish everything that happened. They asked for 1 prisoner and came back with 3.
Are we giving them?
We're efficient, okay?
We're giving.
We want to see credit.
Oh, you could turn me in. One of you's not going to do that.
You guys can do whatever you want. We're about to have.
I don't think I want
character.
Yeah.
It's just like you can't hide. You have someone tied
There are
up in
several
your
of you
cart.
who would not. Me
And they
turning
need an
me
answer.
in would be bad for several of you. Let's just say that.
Yeah, you fucker.
So Penny is going to look at the rest of them, the rest of the group, I guess. Do you think the rest of you could take care of this from here?
And what
Apologies, Miss Penny, but I would prefer all of you to stick around until I have a bit of clarity on the subject.
Oh, of course. If that's what you need, then yes, I'll stay.
At least for a moment. Should I start asking questions, or would you like to start explaining?
I also step forward. Well, it is a bit of a story. We have the prisoner you asked for, first of all.
I did nothing wrong. I was merely caught up in this whole mess. And, like, immediately he's shut up by someone.
Tried to kill us with a giant pyramid.
And you stole the artifact. That's why we were after you in the first place.
Did you retrieve the artifact?
Yes.
We believe so, at least. I'll give them the clockwork orb thingy.
Yeah, and you see these 10 gems, and throws a sigh of relief. And she puts it sort of in her robes a bit. And again, to see her, it is a darker skin elf, or a half elf. And you see, again, sort of this choker with a blue sapphire and similar bands on her wrists. And she sort of nods for 2 of the guards. They will take him away as we have our own proof and explanation for him. Can I ask who these other 2 prisoners, who one I believe was a member of your group before?
Disregard the blue one for now. We will take care of him.
I'm going to need an explanation there, like...
Interpersonal conflict. They're not a big fan of me at the moment.
He's into being tied up.
I'm assuming you're being held against your will.
Oh, I'm... Partially,
you
but I'm...
wouldn't ask any more questions after that, because that's just uncomfortable.
Crux is fully ignoring that comment.
Actually.
Partially against my will.
This is...
But this is more of a situation of conflict management. This will work itself out.
I understand that, and I can let you deal to your own things, but if you bring a man tied up, I am under the obligation to free him or arrest him.
I prefer to be free, but... I don't think they're going
So
to do that.
unless you have some sort of proof or evidence that this man should be arrested, I'm going to free him right now.
You should free him into our care.
I will free him into his own care.
Yes, as a paladin of the Lawkeeper, I was planning to take him there just after this meeting.
We do not run under any order of the Lawkeeper, and you do not have any authority here, miss.
Oh shit.
I'm actually going to give him a bit of a smirk at that, to Penny.
We have our own law system exempt from the gods.
Well, that's fine. We can still prove what he's done and get him in a prison system.
Yes, then I will have the gods bring him there. You do not have the authority to.
Penny doesn't like that.
I'm gonna look at Crux. I'm gonna look at Crux.
It just shows.
And I know, and if it's probably gonna affect me badly, but I'm gonna do it just to mess with Crux after all he's done. He killed an augur, a very famous augur in a city.
A mighty accusation to throw at me. Do you have any actual evidence to prove that?
I know where the body was.
Did this happen within Fate's Haven?
No, it did not.
No.
Then he may be guilty of this, but under these circumstances, retrieving the body would do nothing, as we do not have jurisdiction other than to pass him over as a criminal. We can contact the borders and contact that town, and if it is provable, we will release him into a different nation's care. But if that happened outside our borders, it is not of our business other than to move him out of our lands. I'm sorry, this is all very concerning. What about this last individual? We can come back to that.
This did happen within your border. She tried to kill all of us.
She and X looks over. What is your name? Again, no reaction. What is your name? Do any of you have proof of this before our legal system will take this under its own investigation? And Clover does go. I'm still kind of confused what's going on with Star Kid over here, but I can attest that there seemed to be some sort of group that tried some sort of assassination attempt, and I'm not sure if they were in cahoots with our little thief over there, but I can attest to that. Thank you, Clover. She will also be brought for the prison, unless any of you have any objections. No?
I still want to do something and not, but at the same time, you know, that's probably better than that. I'm just gonna give her one look of like, sorry.
So far, well, we have those two settled. Those two are quite simple. And well within your jobs, and we thank you for bringing a prisoner that was in a dangerous individual that was in our lands to us. Yes, Alex.
Would it be possible for us to question the female individual? Because we have a few things we'd like to clarify since she tried to kill all of us.
We can ask questions for you, and if you have own things to bring forth, I can possibly arrange for a meeting under supervision of our god. But I will remind you, we do not operate under the Lawkeeper here, and none of you have authority to do so. From a legal perspective, I can ask.
We are not asking from a legal perspective. Just want for our own personal safety for one.
If she is willing, if she so chooses, we will give her the option to speak with you. She will still need to willingly choose to do that.
That's fair.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
Like Crux is laughing in his head.
Oh, he's smiling a little bit. He's smiling.
I
just a little bit.
suppose if you will pass on questions for us, then it'd be very helpful if you could ask why she was targeting us. She wanted to kill me particularly more than the others, and some answers would help that sit right.
I understand that, and I will look into it. And I'm sorry all of this happened. I'm sorry if it was a bit rash before, but this is not really my area of expertise. I'm not over law here in the city at all, and I am a little stressed out.
It's completely fine. We understand.
Now, I need both two questions answered as far as your friend here goes. You still have done your job, and I will pay you the reward agreed upon. I both want to know what you want me to do with Crux. And both the actual legal situation of what is going on here. I understand this is all very complicated for you, and although it is a personal affair, if crimes or danger are in our city, we do not want a dangerous individual going around.
I mean, if I was let free, I don't plan to stay in the city. I wouldn't classify myself as a dangerous individual, but even if I was, wouldn't be your problem.
Well, I would classify you as a murderer.
On what evidence, Penny? The word of a thief? The word of a liar?
The augur that you supposedly killed was chained, correct?
And they said that one of our group would kill him.
Did he let you kill him? Did he fight back? I'm assuming he let you.
You're assuming I killed him.
Remember, he did have wounds on him.
Very, very costly. That's a very out there accusation to make on very little evidence, if any.
If he let you, is it
on accusation?
Max, I think she's trying to help you shut up.
I need a straight answer. Does this man first? Do you want this man free, or do you want him imprisoned?
Imprisoned.
Hey, I have a question for you. You believe in the values of justice, correct? You believe in the ideals of the lawkeeper. Does that not include a fair trial, based on evidence,
of course.
based on the truth?
I'm not saying we're going
You're
to
asking
amend
for my
that.
imprisonment based on one accusation. One.
Yes, that is why you will be detained, and you will receive a trial.
Exactly. That's what I would have done if I were to take you to one of my temples. It wouldn't have been straight to prison. That's not how
Well, then
I
that will
work
be
either.
what's done here.
Okay, then that's fine.
This is not a detail of my area of expertise, so I will be passing him along now. I am going to take all three of these individuals into custody, where they will be questioned, and we will try to discover as much as we can about these situations. Is everyone in agreement?
Yes.
Sure.
I'm assuming you'll be taking the objects, correct?
Yeah, you are searched at this point, all of them.
Could we be given Crux's items, since he is still part of our group?
I'd prefer if those were kept in the city's
That is
containment.
up to Crux.
I prefer if the
Yes,
city's
we
containment
will
helped
hold on
us.
to the items, and they will go to the city's containment. I
Even
am
your
sorry.
sword, Crux?
I don't have my sword.
Really?
He doesn't have a sword.
Regular took it, along
Well,
with
yeah,
my
but in
crossbow
character,
that's sitting on the floor.
did we know that he took the sword?
No, you didn't.
I don't think you
I
ever
think
said that.
it was.
Right.
No, he was yelling at Crux very openly. Or he was yelling at Regular. Crux was yelling at Regular very openly to give his stuff back.
Yeah.
Just wanting to know, Crux, this could have been avoided if you just...
Sorry, just what?
You just talked to me.
What's there to
about
talk
this.
about? There was nothing to talk about. You're a liar,
decided.
a thief, a coward, and no one I want to associate with.
You're a murderer.
And I think at that point,
That's an accusation that you have no evidence to prove.
as you two, you sort of start yelling at each other as Crux is brought away, as they don't want this to break out into a fight.
Yeah.
And even though you don't believe it in the context, or he has no right to call you such things, Joji, you know every word he said is true.
I know. And I hate it.
Crux, your things are kept in the city's detainment upon your request. You are being in prison, but you are being treated justly.
How confident you are right now. I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm going to message you something, just to be clear, Mango.
Wait, can I talk to the lawkeeper and tell them where the body is so that way they can relay that information?
That will be held after. That will be done later. There is no lawkeeper here, but that part will happen.
The
later.
lawkeeper carries no domain. Even a divine intervention here would mean nothing.
Speaking of, I used divine. No, I'm kidding.
Divine intervention to suspend the trial.
I don't think I even have the ability yet. I think that's next level.
That's 10th level.
Why do you sound like you're in front of a parking garage?
You actually gonna park? Oh my gosh!
No, I'm kidding. I have no echo prevention in my office right now.
Oh, okay.
Just so Crux would know that.
I know.
Mango. Yeah, I'm just making sure that's clear to you.
Right now, we're down 2 party members.
Yeah.
Being our fault for not untying him first.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
100%.
No, Penny is all for this.
That's actually exactly what
Yeah, I feel like Penny would have snitched anyway.
Yeah. But I mean, just saying. Penny is going to go over to Joji. Joji, as your friend, I want to believe you, but as a lawkeeper, we will have to prove that your accusations are 100% correct. I do not want you to think it's because I don't distrust you or anything like that. That is not the case. It's just my job.
Excuse me, Penny.
Yes?
I am really sorry, and I do not mean to be rude, but I am an integral part of this city, and I have many matters to attend to, so any of this inter-party conflict, if it could be kept after we are done our business, that would be appreciated.
Right.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be... We are just at a time of war, and I have much to do. I'm very sorry.
Sorry, where was Sweet Pea being transported to? I mean, I know it's Minerva, but there's someone else?
She's
with
being brought
Manic,
to Minerva
going to
with
Minerva.
Manic.
Okay. Just because we know Manic's important, she might know where these people are, because she's part of the city, you know?
Yes, you can get into that. I am Now I am sort of an arcanist for the city. And as you look around, like in this tower, you've sort of been brought up to a higher level. And you see, like, even going up many strange, just weirdly crafted artifacts that you've never seen before. Even some of them, Summer, that weird feeling you get, it's not full on, but you feel that weird static, forgetful, dream-like stuff coming from some of these artifacts. Now, I've already reducted the gold used to treat your friend's injury. And in case he is innocent, I will be holding back an equal share for Crux. But, so how many of you there are you that I have to pay so I can divide this for you? Because you did sign up as individuals and not a group. She is going to give you regulars cut too right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 6 of you, correct?
Yep.
Corvus being
Yeah, we'll just put regulars in the party fund for now.
Yeah, we'll put it separately in the party fund so we can give it to him later.
I just want to say, Mango, I'm sorry if, like, I'm sorry for doing all this. I'm sorry, man.
I'm sorry for us. I know his new character's worse.
Oh
no.
Each of you are getting 375.
Okay, awesome.
175?
375. Yes, this artifact is very important. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
This artifact was incredibly important to this individual. It is, again, this is rarer than a legendary artifact, like a legendary item. So they were willing to pay a good deal to get it back.
We did that for them.
Now, that is what I have right now. I do have many artifacts, and I am willing to assist you if you would prefer payment in another manner. Please do not be afraid to contact me. Like I said, I am busy, and this was sort of out of the blue. But if you wish to schedule appointments or anything I can assist you with in the future, I am very grateful for what you've done here, despite the confusion.
If they need information on Crux's case, I will.
Yes, please stay within the city, as there will be a trial held and testimonies will be gathered over the coming 10 day or so.
Yeah.
I would like to ask, do you perhaps know if Manik has made it safely here?
Last I checked. Oh, and we already rolled that for you. Did you forget?
No, we didn't.
We very much did, I thought.
We did for my last character. It's okay, we can figure this out later.
It's just roll a d10 and I'll tell you.
Alright.
Now, is there anything I can assist you with?
You didn't answer the question about Manik yet.
Oh, what? Sorry. Yes, he should be about a day or two out still. He was still traveling non-magical means up here. But he should be here shortly. I can notify you as soon as he arrives.
Oh, right, we
Would be lovely.
Would you happen to know a person by the name of Minerva?
Minerva, we can't remember her last name.
Yeah.
Yes, do you have a last name? That would be much more helpful.
Thanks, Monty.
Parthenos?
Minerva Parthenos. I believe I know of the individual. If I remember correctly, she's an associate of Jaden's.
Yes, Jaden as well.
I believe, I don't know where they are directly, but I do know people who do know. If you're very hot in this city. Better to stay in the district. I can pay for at least a room's board, or for at least one night's board, for you if you can stay at a certain tavern, so then I can send word to you once I have this information.
That would be okay.
Yes. That would be lovely. Thank you so much.
All right. I'm going to be sending you. It is at the sort of upper end of the city, if you on the northern end. Let me look at my own notes because I'm cool. Yes, at Star. No, that wouldn't be Starcrest. Actually, no, that would be Glimmercourt. Glimmercourt should have accommodations for you. Let me find one more thing. I cannot find that. Why can I find that? Why am I stupid? I'm just trying to find the name of the tavern I have. My apologies. Ah, yes, there we go. It is the Copper Sun Inn. I'll send accommodations there for at least one night. I will send word. If you do swap taverns, please let me know so that we can keep tabs on you and, again, answer any questions with these individuals as they do arrive. I'm sorry, again, law is not my thing. I'm more of a scholarly sort and do not deal in these affairs often.
Not enough.
It's been more than helpful.
Yes. As you see sort of like the panic setting in fully on this poor younger woman.
Oh, I'm so sorry for her.
Alright, I wish you the best. And hopefully I'll be in contact soon. Yes, thank you again. Thank you. This is very important what you've done. You've done a great boon to both myself and Fates Haven.
Yes, of course.
And
you said some of the artifact thingies had the fuzzy feeling or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you want to ask
when she's letting us go, you do.
When you have time, is it possible to just talk about some of the things that you have here? I think some of them are intriguing.
You probably are not aware of my title. I am known as the personifier of abnormalities. There are 6 personifiers who are sort of part of the government in each covering area. My area specifically is abnormalities and strangeness, sort of mysteries in this world and Fates Haven as a whole. If you do have any additional information on that, I'd be more than happy to speak with you on a later date.
I potentially may, actually. I don't 100% know, but I might.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And you all may head to the tavern, may not. But either way, any of you, for the rest of you, this is a great time to get a drink, do bathroom. We're not going to really have a break today since we started late. But we're going to jump to regular. You there, bud?
Mm-hmm.
We cut back to the rain. The sword of the chain breaker now changing in your hand rapidly. At times almost like an onyx-covered quicksilver, where it's turning almost liquid and pulsing as it shifts what it is. And you see an individual eventually there in the woods with you. Even as the rain hits him, none of it lingers. He doesn't appear soaked or wet at all like you. As you see the white-haired individual, who you all call Milky. Seems like a lot's gone on. Settle down.
You can see that my eyes are very puffy, like sobbing.
Do even more damage than what you would know. Now calm. Just you and me. Walk with me. As he turns and starts heading down the road.
Get up, using the sword that kind of push me up. Kind of shaking. My muscles feel like they're giving out.
Things are coming more clear, including myself. Things will progress. I know you all have your nicknames for me. But as you have spoken to what you've spoken to before, I'm going to be a lot more honest and direct with you. It is not my name, or at least it was not what it was before. But the moniker I'm choosing right now, you can refer to me as Mora. Both the black and the white, we are separate entities, but the name spans both. What do you think just happened there?
Was things I was touching or interacting with changing all of a sudden? Sword, it won't stop changing in shape.
And as you say that, it slowly starts solidifying into something. Your rage fuels your very existence at this point. Both neither I nor fate knew what to do with you, but have given you a purpose. But you've taken something beyond that. You see them sort of hold out their hand for a moment as raindrop and small pool of water comes into their hand. Be clear on this analogy. Water is colorless, empty, like you. And over there's sort of a small protected flower. As you see it starting to bloom, and the pollen is rough right there and bright. With some things as it so wishes, it can take the color of what it interacts with. And it rushes its hand across as it impacts the flower. As you see, the pollen is taken, and the yellow center of it is sort of more than usual pulled into the water, as the water now pools at the bottom, not absorbing into the ground or anything, but now this yellow and the center of the flower left colorless. You have given yourself fate before. When the title of Chainbreaker was first given, the possibility was presented to you. But it still went to Crux. You have not proved yourself worthy of that sword. If you had, it would have changed as it once did. Instead, you have forcefully taken the title. I cannot guarantee what is all happy about that, but the title no longer belongs to Crux and is your own. You have rent this world and consumed what you took from it, making it a part of yourself as you were empty and hollow before. You are now the Chainbreaker.
I don't want this. This is not what I want. This is not my intent.
You took.
Just wanted to stop him. I wanted to stop the Chainbreaker. Did want to risk.
And this may have been the only way. You may have came into this world with no fate, but you still have no control over it. Fate weaves its web at all, and all things have meaning. This may be upsetting, this may be troublesome for you, but everyone has their part to play. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I hope you know the weight of what's happened. Things will progress. Everything will accelerate. And you and everyone else must find themselves as ready as they can. With this, he vanishes. And you look up. See the city, as it seems you've been transported here by some method.
Kind of raise a sword.
I'd like you, Monty, as you raise it. Tell me, what does the sword of the Chainbreaker now look like?
Sword of the Chainbreaker. Now. Chainbreaker. What should its form be? Should it be a sword? Something that I'm used to. Something that has protected me.
I will tell you, it has to be a slashing weapon.
I guess a long sword.
Actually, no. Not for you. For anyone else, yes. I'm going to still say not a piercing weapon, but...
Or should it be
not all the rules apply to you.
Or should it be something that can actually shatter chains? Like a hammer? Need the form. Will now take the form of a warhammer.
Do you want a warhammer or a great hammer, to be clear?
a warhammer. 1d8 bludgeoning / 1d10.
Alright. As you do, you lift it, and the black obsidian-like qualities swirl around it as it starts to become metal, and the dust lifts, and as it does, this time it is more jagged, and it slowly climbs up.
The bones kind of died at the worst point. I may be garbage here. But the hammer solidified. Almost like an icicle that was flash frozen, as there's just these spikes on one end to the flat front that curl and weave around each other in strange patterns. And with that, as my headphone died at least, if you want to continue, I'm so totally down to we're either going to end there or take a break.
I'll be honest, I'm
Or
fine
we
with
can-
continuing, but I think this is a good place to end.
I don't want to end you, but maybe we could take a break though, so you could figure out your headphones so you're a little more understandable.
My good headphone died. It charges really quick. Like, if you give me 10 minutes, it will charge to a usable degree.
Okay, you can break then.
All right. Please don't fall asleep. Hopefully you guys are having fun, and lots of things have happened.
I'm really having fun.
I wasn't expecting
There's been a lot today.
Mango, you scaring me in DMs. You're scaring me in DMs, please.
What are you doing to Aiden?
No, Mango, like, I can't tell if you're being real or not. Mango, I can't tell if you're being real or not.
It was specifically...
Go ahead, Euan.
I was just going to say, it was Crux punching your face in is when he stole the title from you.
Oh wait, regular, I mean?
Yeah, when Regular was punching Crux's face in is when he stole the title.
Mango, I'm sorry I stole it from you. I'm sorry.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
What's Crux? What about Crux?
You might need a new character soon, Mango.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. No, we have it ready. Yeah, no, we are.
There was a very high chance this session that we were going to lose Crux. Mango has been prepared.
Yeah.
Mango, you're playing Eskimo. No, like you monster. You're good.
Hey, Crux.
Yeah.
I would cry.
Hey guys,
honestly.
Hey guys, I really just want to scare you for a moment. I don't know how well you can hear me, but if you just want to hop in secrets for a minute.
We are exhausted, so even though it's not quite night yet,
Turn off your camera. Oh, I turned on your camera.
all right. Well, all of you are exhausted, so I'm assuming all of you go immediately to bed, because some of you have no more points of exhaustion and will take more if you do not rest like immediately.
It's time for sleepy.
So all of you can have a long rest.
Are Alex and Penny gonna sleep in the same room now? Is that a thing that Penny is comfortable with?
Roommates? And they were roommates.
I mean, you'll have to ask. I don't know.
A teehee.
So what's your rule about like hit dice and all that?
Roll half your hit dice for free, and immediately heal that much.
How many hit dice do I get back after a long rest?
So you'll get half and can use basically immediately half for free. You guys are level 6, so roll 3 of your hit dice, add your con to each. And then you also get 3 hit dice back.
So roll 3 hit dice?
Yeah.
Me?
Ooh.
Penny?
Oh, sorry, did not hear you. Yes?
I know that for the past little bit you and I have been staying in the same rooms, but after the conversation we had back at a certain town name here.
I think that was Bluefield.
Bluefield. Are you still comfortable sharing a room with me knowing what you know now? Or
Oh, well, sure, that doesn't change anything. I mean, it does change things a lot, but what I mean is, like, well, that's not gonna deter me from sharing a room with you, or, I mean, if you want to.
The gay panic.
Yeah, really.
But that resolves that for which way?
Alex and Penny will share a room again.
Nice.
We can stay with Summer if that's alright.
No.
Nope.
It isn't.
Okay.
Joji,
He wants a little space.
Joji can stay with Penumbra if that's comfortable.
Alright, cool. We can hang out in the morning
Like
afterwards.
any other time, it would probably be fine, but she wants some space.
Yeah, he's gonna ask and then be like, oh.
I feel there is a divine pull towards Joji as you are a way of the Wayfinder and finding people who are lost.
Oh yeah, just like what you told me. You told me when I was making my character.
And I feel with Joji trying to find a new path, a different direction, you feel it's a good moment to try and help him out.
Yeah, so Penumbra sees Joji kind of get rejected in staying in the same room as Summer. And I'll just kind of like go up and I'll be like, I mean, you can stay with me.
Sure. Thanks. Also, you should know, in case a zombie-like creature comes after us, we will be warned about it. But I just thought it's worth mentioning. I'm being hunted by a revenant.
I just want to tell you.
I take back my invitation.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm kidding.
All right. All of you guys. When you wake in the morning, there is a message waiting for you.
Oh.
Twofold. One is the location of Minerva. The second, that they did send basically the sending spell to Manic, and they have been pushing it for the council and traveling a little more than basically they've been suffering exhaustion themselves, and they will be here by the end of the day, just probably later in the day.
Or Manic.
And lastly, that they regret to inform you that they were unaware that Crux had teleportation abilities and has escaped in the night.
You.
Is that why you warned me? Is that why you warned me?
No, that's not.
Can you roll me a percentile die?
Oh, who?
No, Mango.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Crux teleported into the middle of the sky and is now
I got
dead.
a 4.
Oh, I actually know what this is. Okay.
I can see the anger on my face, and it's kind of funny.
I forgot about that. I was not expecting that.
Leave it to you. But Mango, this does mean our fight can one day happen. One day.
I have no idea what that means, Euan. I'm very concerned.
I know you don't know what that means, but I know what it means, and it triggered.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna message you something, Euan.
Okay.
Where are you? There you are.
Man, if only I was a blood hunter, and I could
and you had the ability to track someone infinitely? Yeah.
Yeah, and just
that was a great ability for Kato.
Don't worry.
I'll
get him.
That one Warforged guy, he was never out of my sight, you know?
Yeah. When Kato was around, that guy was never going away. Rest in peace, Kato.
The stain on the ceiling.
We can either do this as a private mini session, Mango, your escape, or you can roll a luck die right now to see exactly the events of what happened.
Luck die? I'll roll a luck die.
Mini series, many series.
I like the idea of luck die.
I'll roll a luck die. We might be able to do at the end of an episode, weeks from now, just a mini blurb catching up with what Crux is doing. But.
I was already planning on that.
Okay. What type of luck die do you want me to roll?
It's just a D20. Just roll me a D20, man.
Could I potentially, because in the timeline of the day, could I potentially use my foresight ability on this to get advantage?
Not on this.
Okay.
This is something special.
Euan is scaring me.
That's a 9.
Yeah.
That's scaring me.
Should be worried is Mango.
What?
Yeah. The only person should worry is
Mango. I rolled a 9 too. Could you roll again, please?
Okay. You're scaring me, Euan.
You scared me.
16. Oh, that's a 20 on his end. Well, it was fun being, it was fun being Crux. It's likely you guys won't see him again.
I need a cost, and I think I know what it is. Mango.
Yeah?
We zoom into the jail cell that night. The sort of smugness you have in yourself.
Oh no. I just realized something.
As you summon your echo on the other side. And as you do, you try to swap with it only to see the head rotate fully around. Its body hunch and you hear bones snapping as it crawls through the gate itself and immediately attacks you. This weird, distorted version of you keep seeing.
I think he's probably gonna call for the guards.
You fight back. And eventually the guards come. And with your own muscle, you do it. But not before. Matching your card. This thing, with one of its nails, draws this X on your face and takes one of your eyes.
Oh! The injury you always wanted, Mango.
Later that night, you escape. Bleeding. And in pain, not knowing what just happened, or if that horror will return. You escape, but at a cost. And that's where we'll leave Mango off, or Crux off.
GG, Mango.
Yeah.
GG.
I was not expecting that to trigger.
I was not expecting that to happen.
How did you manage to roll that?
Mango, give yourself a little.
Oh my gosh.
Put it on her. Crux.
And Crux is gone for now.
Some of those cards are coming true.
Oh no, I don't want to be turned into a puppet. No.
Well, he still has an eye. He can see. It's not like he's blind.
In the card,
I think he will still use
only one
echolocation.
eye was taken in the card, if you remember.
I know it was only one eye. And it was literally it matches the X, yeah.
It matches the mask that you wore too.
Which also, if that card's coming true,
I'm gonna smack ya.
if then the other card of what's gonna happen with the tower may also come true.
All right. but you guys have the location of Minerva. You have a giant old vase, you have money to spend, and by the end of the day, Manic will arrive.
Who's Minerva again?
Minerva is a friend of Regular's, who he has informed you to go see.
Yeah, all the answers.
I think we should go see her.
Yeah, yeah.
Regular. You arrived earlier that day, explaining the situation to Minerva and gaining a sympathetic ear. But as the conversation has not yet ended, you spot the party coming up the road to Minerva's. Would you like to hide and tell Minerva basically to keep you secret for now, or are you going to greet the party as they arrive at Minerva's?
I'm kind of shaking, holding the hammer, just still shaking. I can't look her in the eye, Minerva. I can't.
I understand, Regular. But you can go hide in the back, or I can do the talking for you if you wish to sit here. But they're coming.
I'll go wait in the room. I'll be listening.
Alright.
Just please explain to Summer. Tell her I'm sorry again.
I mean, of course, I will try my best. Do you want Katrina to wait with you, or should we both be out here?
They probably need someone who can explain what's happened, who I am, who we are. So
Alright, we'll stay out here. Please come out at any time if you feel ready enough.
Yes. May I give her a hug?
Mm-hmm. She hugs you back and pushes you back into the back, and all of you now approaches you. Reach the higher district, or just the upper, just not as in an upper district, as in nicer, just more as it is north, the northern area of the city. As you stumble upon a decent-sized house, soft blue in coloration, as it seems like there's some sort of business that runs outside of it, but it is not very big, nor the full purpose of this home, and it is very clear that it is lived in. You are told this is the address of one Minerva.
It is quite a nice home. Knock, knock, knock.
You knock in. As you open the door, you see an individual sort of tight to the back of the side of the head, where it's more like it's braided very tight, so it looks very short, and it's down the back, sort of more stylized. A brighter smile greets you. Hello, can I help you?
Is your name by any chance Minerva?
Oh, sorry, I'm Katrina. 1 second. Minerva? People are here? As she, squeezes your hand one more time, Regular, and comes out. Yes, so sorry. As you see, more frizzy-haired, but the exact same face. Two of the same individual.
Oh, are you two twins?
Something like that. I am told I'm supposed to explain most of this. Please come in. Sorry, a bit frazzled. Still, would you like tea? Anything I can get you? Oh, please come sit down.
Do you have any bananas?
Banana? I don't think so. This isn't really the season for them.
Then I'm fine.
I could flavor some tea like banana for you. Prestidigitation's pretty cool.
Oh no, I know. I have that spell too.
Yeah, well then you can do that.
Not quite tasted right though.
Can you make artificial flavorings with prestige?
Yeah, you can flavor things.
Yeah.
You can flavor non-living things.
I wonder how healthy magic flavoring is for you.
What are the repercussions? Let's really dive into this.
It's like
magic
trans
flavoring
fat.
a carcinogen.
I feel like magic would be a carcinogen.
I don't think magic is meant to be consumed.
Calories in like different products. I feel like magic is like real hidden calories because you could just like make, you can just hide them in the food.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on a strictly magic-free diet at the moment, so I wouldn't know.
Can I get some soy magic?
I'm actually allergic to magic, so like, was it prepared in the same kitchen as magic? Because if so, I need it separate.
I'm actually on the keto diet, so I eat anything covered in magic, but no bread.
Hey, shut up. Keto's pretty mean. Okay.
We're also
I guess you can say keto's pretty neato, Aiden.
I lost 14 pounds in 2 weeks, my dude.
Good for you, man.
I'm on an only magic diet and I lost 10 pounds in 4 days.
The reason keto works is because it's not healthy and you're not getting your proper nutrients. You're losing that much weight.
Yeah. Okay, we don't need to do this in a lot of time. We're not going into a discussion about keto.
Uh-huh.
All right. But yes, please, I'll gather a few things. If you can help me, Katrina. And eventually you're all sat down. She brings like small little like sort of snack foods and bits of tea and everything for most people.
Any banana bread?
Just from even the items in her bananas aren't in season, so she can't make banana bread.
I mean, you use like old bananas to make banana bread, though.
Yes, but
but bananas go old real fast.
Spring. Yeah, it is. You will not find
you can
bananas
freeze
anywhere
bananas.
here unless made. They don't have freezers.
I don't think this world's so advanced to have have bananas year round. At least not in this.
Anyways, yes, they do not. You are exactly correct, Monty. So, as you do, she sits you down, and you can tell she is an augur of sorts, just from her paraphernalia that is around. And both her and Katrina, you see sort of like a couple like crow's feet already developing in her. She is a little bit older, slightly hunched already, and there's just crow feet, which seems sort of. She is young enough to have wrinkles, but not as many as she can. It's clear she's had a stressful life. Amber-colored eyes, more pointed chin. I know Monty did do art, so you're welcome to share that if you'd like, Monty. And she does look a bit tired. Not so much Katrina. She seems a bit more bright, less wrinkles, a little more friendly. So, we call her Katrina for convenience sake, but we are both technically Minerva. I believe, if I'm correct, Re'Gular is an associate of yours. And he went through something very similar we went through, except we're sort of stay together rather than flee at the sight of each other. I am a doppelganger. We've studied into it a bit and tried to assist others like us. Or just assist others in general. I don't know how much you need to be filled in on, but we're happy to help best we can.
Well, we just found out about this all the other day.
This is quite a lot to take in for all of us.
Yes, I understand that. Is there any good jumping off point or anything you really need to understand? Or even I've known Regular a long time. I would not prefer to speak too much of anything private, but...
Will he be okay?
Yes. You understand this is a strange process for a lot of us, and like both doppelgangers look at each other and they're swapping off speech sometimes throughout this. It's not like a twin thing where it's like they can finish each other's sentences. It's very much just jumping in to help explain.
Yeah, he's a good...
He will be all right. You understand. Being displaced is not an easy process. From what we tell, it is not just a different place, it is a different reality. So even the conditions Regular came from, he might have known you all differently. He might have had different loved ones that aren't here. And things change and vary between us. And it is very stressful. We don't fit in the world correctly and don't belong here. And sometimes the world rejects us because of that, so you can understand hesitance in addition to a lot of the Augur orders are upset by our existence as well.
Yeah. One of you is an Augur. What, may I ask, what, school?
Originally, I was of the Chained. I was a Doom Speaker. You would know that more specifically, Summer.
Mm-hmm.
A Doom Speaker is... There are certain individuals in this world that can... It's a sympathetic form of magic where you can draw onto people through these fate and through divination, where you are actually feeling emotions and actually connecting with these people as you tell from them. A Doom Speaker specifically connects to that person's sorrow and their death, and that they almost exclusively prophesy of death. Which, as you imagine, for a person, especially one that can feel other people's emotions, can take the toll on an individual quite greatly.
Yikes.
I wish to alleviate some of that pain associated with that role. And she sort of, you see, produces a Terraroka deck. It was after a while, and I left the chain under good standing, just merely resigned from my post. And eventually I led me to take on this mark myself, to alleviate my pain and try and help others. And it seemed, I don't believe because of that, merely coincidence, I soon after ran into my doppelganger here.
Great. Sorry,
I'm sorry, this is not
a very shocking situation.
I understand too. Regular has told me about you for quite some time, Summer, and it is a pleasure to meet you, and I'm sorry that we're meeting under such circumstance.
No, it's lovely to meet you too. He's mentioned you a couple of times, I believe. Not much about you, but he's mentioned you a few times.
Oh, shit. I understand. Mentioning me to someone like you can be more complicated if he was to accidentally give away part of what I am, or things of that nature. I can tell you right now, it took a great toll on him, and he is quite sorry for the deception.
I'd rather hear it from him.
That, I'm sorry to say, I have no one control over and would be in his own time.
Yeah. Well, he can take time if he needs. I just...
He meant no ill will by it. It's a rather hard thing to explain, and I don't know you, but I do know your background, and coming from a culture we share, such things can be troublesome.
True, yeah. I assume that if he came to town, I believe he told me that he would be here just in the distance. Has he spoken to you yet?
I haven't heard word from him yet. If he does, and he's comfortable with it, I can let you know when he arrives. You can roll insight by that way, because she is...
Yeah, I would love to.
Oh, I kind of want to do address something, so she tells Regular. Whenever that's available.
Go ahead.
Bro!
We tried... Can you tell Regular that?
Did you roll for your new, dice?
Yeah, but she can't do that after the fact.
But I can't do that after my roll, so that's the nat one there.
So, yeah, you believe her. She hasn't seen Regular 100%. Yet. We'll let you know when he comes, though.
Can you tell Regular that we tried to put Crux in prison, but he had escaped?
Sure.
I do kind of want to say, you might quietly hear.
That was perception.
Well, I feel like that'd be a passive thing.
Well, I have a 16 in perception. But then
you just all hear him under his breath go, fuck.
Yeah.
That'd be so... Well, I think Regular probably has to make a stealth check to hide it under his breath.
Absolutely tight.
What is his passive stealth?
Euan's muted at the moment, so we just gotta wait for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What reason would that be? Is that's how we found Regular? Is just fuck. What was that?
You sure you haven't seen him? He was in your house the whole time? How'd you not know?
Yeah, how'd you not see him?
They're like, what? They're like, what's that sound? And Minerva's like, pay no attention to the sound that's coming behind me from that door.
You just cough.
You just hear.
He's gonna pull a Wizard of Oz on us.
You just hear after that like, meow.
Oh, sorry, that's our cat. We told. No, that's actually our parent.
Let him out of square.
He's learned quite a couple of funny noises, right? Right, Beatrice?
It's our parrot he's mimicking.
Well, I mean, you know.
Oh, that's our parrot. He's mimicking me last time I stubbed my toe.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of parrots.
Minerva's the last person I would expect.
Burbs.
Look at Burb.
Birds.
They're getting pet. They're very happy.
Also, Monty, I'm gonna send you something really quickly.
Hmm?
Gotta find you.
Hey, I'll be back in a second.
Okay. He's not bad.
Okay. One Mississippi?
Mississippi. I'm currently lying on my floor with my microphone situated next to my face.
Yeah, sounds like a mood.
Yeah.
You look so creepy right now. Look so creepy right now, Monty. What the heck?
change that.
You guys want to see
Look
me
like a
lying-
floating head, Monty.
What's up, Owen?
Nothing. I was gonna do a joke where I say, "Hey, you want to see me lying on my floor?" Then I was gonna turn on my camera. And there's gonna be 5 Owens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it anyway. Hey, you guys want to see me lying on my floor?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure. Let's see you
of course.
lying on your
Yeah.
floor and nothing else. Oh, it's Ewan's. Or wait, fuck, Owen's. Fuck.
Owens, it's Owens.
There's 6 of them.
You and Owen.
Wow, that's a lot of Owens. I was not expecting that. Gosh,
It's
you
you.
got us.
It's you and Owens. It's you and Owens.
And now we just lie here in silence.
Your birds look very pretty.
Yeah, they're very happy right now, and if I stop petting them, they'll attack me and attack my headphones.
Amazing.
Stop petting them because that'd be funny.
Okay, hold on. Took exactly 1 second before he pulled my earbud out.
Immediate.
Yeah, and then there's Faye. Yeah. Ready? And I'll stop again.
Which one was the goddamn bird that pooped on my leg?
Probably this one.
I'm coming for you.
You hear that?
Poop on your leg. Yeah.
You
see,
hear
I'd
that?
be like-
Owen's gonna poop on your leg. Hey.
Love your birds.
You too, but they've been a pain in the ass the past few days. I think they're attacking my hands.
Well, then pet them, dang it.
I'm trying to stop them from biting my earbuds.
They're like, attention, Mom, please give them.
Stop.
You want attention.
You too, Missy.
Jeez, half an hour and it'll be midnight.
Joke's on you. It's already past midnight here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you're a loser who lives in Texas.
Different times.
Faye? Hey, what's up? What?
Not just because I live in Texas. Aiden, Monty, and Jack, we all have the same time zone.
Yeah.
And we don't
Yeah.
all live in Texas.
Ow.
I live in
Is anyone
Minnesota.
in California?
No.
Wait, what?
I live in Minnesota.
Nice.
Minnesota,
Or like
Texas,
tiny
Oklahoma, and then Dakota, the south one.
The South one?
South Dakota. There are 2 Dakotas. There's North and South.
Oh, I hate.
Yeah, and there's also 2 Virginias.
West and North.
And there's 2 Oregons.
There's 2 Oregons.
This is actually more than one organ in your.
And then there's
organs in your body.
there
Oh,
are
Oregon.
two
There's
Carolina.
Portland, Oregon, and then Oregon, Maine.
There's
Just
just two.
part of the main Oregon.
There's 2 Washingtons, the state, and then the place, which is on the other side of the U.S.
There's 2 Carolinas.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, there are.
Mango.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm gonna send a photo to memes, and I tell me if this makes you feel like home.
Oh
Is it
god.
a mini soda?
Uh-huh.
I called it.
Nice joke.
Yeah, you did.
You got us there.
Your turn.
Yeah.
What year is you in?
All right. Sorry.
Doesn't
about
make
that.
sense.
Family prayer.
All good. So Regular says fuck quietly. Do any of us hear this?
I have a passive perception of 16. Does that hear it?
Roll a stealth
I have a
check.
passive of 17.
Self check, eh?
No, I think you, Monty.
Hmm.
Roll that one, Monty. Roll that one.
It'd be funny.
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
You hear it.
None of us here. Well, that's a nice cat you have there.
It just comes out as something else.
What's up?
Just comes out.
You guys had it, not me. I can look for it, but
No, yeah, it's their dog. They're talking to their dog. They're like, Remy,
it's not in my room.
And it went, fuck.
I know that.
Yeah.
I did not take it down with me to be like you. I definitely left it with you guys. I can check if it's like maybe in the basement or something, but that's the only place I would think.
I have no idea
Talk
because I know
dog,
your phone
have
is.
swear.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen the tablet.
Sorry about that, guys.
Jay, why have you not taught your parents to swear?
I
Alright,
tried
guys.
to teach them how to wolf whistle. They're so stupid, they won't.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So
Me and my lizard can give death glares.
none of you guys
Alright.
hear Re'Gular, though.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I can tell Re'Gular that. Is there anything I can assist with? Help explain this better? Any more messages to pass on?
Oh, Summer, do you still have his mask? Perhaps we should give that to her to give to him.
Yes, I do have it.
I can kind of pull up my hood and kind of pull it down, try to hide my face, but it doesn't do much but cover my eyes. And I kind of slowly and shakily open the doorknob and just slowly turn. Hear the creak at the door.
I still wanted to be in stealth.
Is it still that nat 20 stealth? So it's just like there's a lawnmower going outside and it's just the creek is
Like
fully
he's
covered.
trying to not be stealthy, but he's just like
This whole time he's been trying to open the door, just
like he's shoving it and we still can't hear
Pulling
it.
your hood over your head. I think if you're pulling your hood over your head and covering your eyes, I'm like, I can't see you, so you can't see me. I can't see you, so you can't see me.
And it's actually
But all of you do see Re'Gular into the room now.
carrying a newly hammer, but
That's a hammer you have never seen before. Still the same metal and similar designs of cruxes.
Can I make an insight to see if that's it?
That's more intelligence than
You have
insight.
not seen him yet.
I
Is it an investigation?
My apologies. I didn't really know what to do. He sort of asked
No,
me to
don't
keep
worry.
it secret.
No,
I didn't mean to lie.
Right, Minerva. No, it's fine.
Don't worry. Don't worry, she's
It's possible.
I asked her.
Can't say.
Oh, I thought he was just in your house and you did not know. That makes more sense.
Joji's gonna slowly get up, slowly walking over. Re'Gular, I need to tell you something.
Yes. Yes, Joji.
Wow.
As you,
A while ago, while you were sleeping one night, I did look under your mask. That's how I found it.
Hey, Joji.
how long ago was that? Oh.
Really near our first meeting. Like 3 days in or something.
If I had known earlier, I would have smacked you with my.
I'm gonna hug him.
Hey, if you did that to Re'Gular, Joji.
Hey, we'll get to that another time. I'll confess to you later. Right now, the regular moment.
Oh, you think?
Shut up! Don't call me a rat. That's right.
He's not.
I
I think it's a little deserved this time, Joji.
I know, but like,
yeah.
can I please just have a moment?
I kind
I
of
will
get down.
smack you.
I kind of get down on one knee and just.
Don't do that.
Give her.
That makes me really uncomfortable with my height.
He can't hug you back then.
Dude, I'm hugging his leg. Okay, just let me.
Yeah, I was gonna just like pat you on the back. Like,
If you're hugging his leg, then your head is crotch height.
No, I'm 2 feet tall. I'm not.
Yeah, no, it's like
he's like
it's
at
like
the thigh.
knee height.
he's like at the thigh at regular
Yeah.
thigh.
Yeah.
I know, I was just being a little turd ball.
You're so good at that, Euan.
It's that his weapon. What's the point of that?
As you hear coming from Katrina, who is a bit more lively. You just hear a, "Aww."
That's funny.
If you knew me, you would not do that.
Be nice to her.
Fine, only for you.
Oh, well, it seems to have gone well. Again, sorry for that. I am still a bit nervous. So.
Fine.
But you guys sort of catch up for a moment. You have a breather.
I explained that this hammer is now the hammer of the Chainbreaker. That the discussion I've had with Milky, that his name is Mora, and what happened that night.
He's gonna
call him Milky.
Name is Mora. First about that, I think. Both him and the black-haired individual. So, I guess I'm now the Chainbreaker.
You know he's.
So what you're saying is we don't need Crux anymore.
Sounds a bit rude the way you said that.
You sugarcoat things. You should know this by now.
And it seems like that now.
Well, the other thing is, if Crux ever is found guilty, I will be too.
Didn't he leave? Didn't he escape?
He did. But if he ever is found...
Stay from a trial for now.
That's true.
Also, the legal system that would punish you for it technically does not hold power here, so.
Yeah.
Oh, gee. Perhaps since you are confessing and giving testimony against Crux, though, you would be able to cut the deal. There's always a possibility.
I also lied to the officers. I lied. I did.
Oh, you were under zone of truth. You couldn't have lied.
Oh no, I persuaded my way out of it. It's really easy if you just ask any. Do you not understand?
I was never. Yeah, it was Joji and I, and well, I mean, some other people from the Lawkeeper, but
I literally swindled my way out of it. I never lied when saying I was a killer. I never lied when saying I saw the man. I never did. I swindled my way out of it.
It's different
I don't
than
know if I should be impressed or disappointed.
I'm pretty sure it's impressed. I was honestly impressed.
No, there's also a bit of disappointment.
You gotta
not only
it was
disappointment in my friend for doing that, but also that there's a hole big enough for that to be taken advantage of. But that's just something that could happen.
Just thinking that
you're pretty clever, Joji.
Just with the time restraint, I'm gonna just say two things. I have two things I want to do left. If any of you guys, obviously you'll have more time next session, but for today I have two things left. Is there anything else you guys want to do before I jump into those two things?
I do kind of look at Summer. Go with the hood down. I would do my best to protect our son.
that is so
weird. Does
it count as our son if you're
I guess it depends when the split happened. Was it after Reverence was born?
If you were saying it, if you want a timeline, and I think you would share this.
Yeah, quick timeline.
In theory, no, Reverence is not his son. But also, he has a son named Reverence in a different dimension, pretty much, who is identical to your Reverence.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
So it's like, is he his dad still or not? That is very much up for debate.
He still counts reverence as a son.
Yes, very much to you.
Horrible.
He is still your son.
That's brutal, knowing that the actual version of everyone you've ever loved doesn't exist anymore, and now you're just living with copies, huh?
To be honest, one of the worst things that I've learned from like the library is that what doppelgangers come from doomed timelines. So the timeline,
not doomed timelines, doomed realities.
Doomed realities.
There is a difference between timeline and reality.
Yeah, doomed realities, and so the world he probably once knew is gone now.
To be clear, the difference is timeline is you are dealing with the same variables. So people are making different decisions, but the world is exactly the same. With doomed realities, the world is different from the very beginning.
Okay.
It is not a matter of choice, it is a matter of there are different opportunities and different things affecting the world.
Oh, his son basically is probably gone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's keep going.
Question then. So then the story that you came up with getting burned and everything, that's a lie, right?
Well,
actually, I want to jump to that one. I'm sorry to keep interrupting. Re'Gular thought of all of that on the spot, and that's when I was so impressed by Monty. He thought of all of that on the spot.
Oh my god!
That's why I was like freaking out. That's why I was freaking out, because he did that all on the spot, and I was so impressed.
Props, Monty! Props to you!
You're seriously such a smart kid. I love you so much.
Aww. Yeah, but actually, Re'Gular kind of takes off the cloak, kind of takes off the bandage, and you can still see burn scars, but not as bad.
There are burn scars on his hands and his body, but not his face.
On his back, arms, and legs. That's where he has more burn scars. Okay.
So, what's your situation with Sweet Pea? Was she actually your stepdaughter? Did you find her in some other circumstance? What's up with that?
A couple of days after a split where I came into this reality, I came across a village, and that's where I met Sweet Pea. She was happy. She was kind of happy with her mother and father, or whatever relatives she had. But that night, a roaring fire ravaged through the village. And I heard her screams. That's when I came to save her. Though she still remained burned, and I had to carry her. After that, a couple of days have passed, and that's when I met Minerva. She took me in, helped me. I owe her a lot for this. That's the more general timeline. And then my previous goal was to get the Fates Haven, so I didn't have to worry about Chain finding me or getting imprisoned or killed. But now it seems like we're dealing with a lot more. Yeah, I'm getting prepared.
Do you still want to be called Regular, or
what makes you feel comfortable, Summer?
No, it's... What do you want to be called?
I can either be called Re'Gular or Castian.
Okay, I'm probably going to mess up a bit.
Or Dad.
It'll bounce between the two.
To be honest, Re'Gular would have been a joke, but it's too much of a serious situation.
Had to do it.
No, I love it.
It was funny. I hate you though.
I love it. But yeah, you can call me Re'Gular. Yes, that's what you've been calling me. Or you can call me Castian, my real name.
Now that I know, I'm probably gonna get stuck between the two, just out of instinct.
I'm gonna.
You still look different from him. You look the same but different all at the same time.
I look a lot more wear down.
Yes.
The only way I feel to describe him is you see the familiar eyes of a stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, either way you call me regular or Castian, I'm gonna know you're referencing me.
And does the other Castian know about you?
Oh no. I'm lucky he passed out and hit his head. Otherwise, I think he might have thought it was a dream. Yeah, he does
Did this
not.
happen before or after I met him?
This happened 5 years ago when Reverence was about 5, 6. 5 years ago. It's not that far, but it feels like it. Man, I couldn't tell you how much joy I was feeling once I got to see Reference. So I had to, keep it down low. See my son grow older. How great of a kid he's become. And I always know I'm going to be there for him. Literally.
With that sentence, I'm going to jump forward a little bit. As you guys sort of spend most of the day sort of around Minerva's in town, as Minerva shows you around, and you have your own catching up to do with her and with each other. More is told of the history, more details, and eventually, as the sun is only beginning to set, you see Manic and Sweet Pea arrive. As you do, you see Manic is a bit worn out, and you see a slight change in Sweet Pea, as she now boasts a sword, a long sword very similar to the weapon that Re'Gular first had, although not original. As Manic sort of comes up a little bit winded as Sweet Pea was walking a bit faster. Oh, sorry. I was trying to catch up to you guys. She was antsy to get up here. Oh, everything.
Where did Sweet Pea get the sword from?
Yeah. She kicked the ass of one of my men and took it from him.
Way to go, Sweet Pea. Let's freaking go.
Makes sense. Sweet Pea makes very much sense.
Kinda found it all funny, so I just let it happen. I'm sorry if that was bad. I just didn't know what to do. And I mean, she beat him, so.
Good job, Sweet Pea. I'm gonna hold up my one hand for a high five.
As am I.
I mean, he was a greenie, a new guard, but still pretty impressive for someone her age.
Sweet Pea, gonna give you the mere Joji high fives?
She looks confused for a second and then just she doesn't do the motion, but she holds up her hand for it.
Slowly move my hand forward and touch it to hers and pull it back then.
I'll give her a nice high five.
You have to jump for it, but...
Yeah. First, high five.
I'm not surprised that Sweet Pea beat up one of your men. Honestly, it sounds like something that she would do.
Yeah, she's interesting. I have to go meet with, the council right away. I still want to meet up with you. I still feel like we have a lot of catching up to do, Penny. Actually, in about 5 days, half a 10 day, they are holding a ball, and I am allowed to bring guests. So if you all want to attend, you're more than welcome.
Do you get that many invites?
I am technically one of the personifiers of Fates Haven, so technically I can actually have a lot of sway there. But I gotta get going. I'll leave her in your care, And we will catch up later.
Yes, of course.
I kind of place my 2 hands on EP's shoulders, like, JP, you can't just go doing that. Just don't do it again. And I kind of kiss her on the cheek, kiss her on the forehead.
She keeps the sword, though. I hope she keeps the sword.
She's keeping it. She also signs back to him. She said basically, I saw his sword and it looked like yours, so I wanted it.
Aww.
You're gonna gently hug her.
I love her so much.
Love her.
And with that scene, we will cut to my final thing tonight. Let me swap the music.
Really? See, now I'm scared.
So you're gonna give me my cut of the money?
Oh yes.
Yes.
I will also give you your mask back.
Thank you.
You gonna bother wearing your mask?
No, he kind of just places it on his coat. To be honest, it's a nice fresh breath of air.
Oh, I'm the only masked individual left. Dang it!
What a loser! Am I right?
Yeah, I'm the masked singer. Good job.
Hey, Mango, you still there? Mango?
Mango. Is he Mangon?
And going, gone.
Mango.
Mango.
There you go. We're just doing the final scene of the night.
Okay. Unmute myself on it. Okay.
As you guys sort of at one point through the day sort of go to the cart, you are digging through the leftovers of Crux's belongings. And in it you find a note. One Crux wrote after the death of Constance. For all of you. I think it would be best if you don't mind, Mango, if this letter was read in Crux's voice.
Of course. Without a doubt. Do we want to go to secrets for each person, or we can just read it out loud?
Yeah, I think it's okay to read it out loud, just somatically.
Okay. I'm gonna pull it up. I gotta make sure I'm full. I don't just like immediately. Okay. Let me just pull it up. So, I've left in the middle of the night and abandoned you all to preserve my mission. I apologize for any emotional turmoil I may have caused by revealing my goal or by leaving out of the blue. I've sectioned this letter for each of you, and I want to read them. I want you to read them in private, at least at first. You're allowed to share the information if you so desire afterwards. And it's beat by beat for everyone in the party at that time. So we'll start with Regular, who's the first on the list. Regular. I'm sorry I told them your secret, but I'm assuming you left me with no choice. I wish things happened differently, but I hope you can protect Summer and Sweet Pea. I want them to know that you had no association with my goals. I hope that you can find a life you have lacked for several years. Summer? Summer. I'm sorry I have to leave before we can save your son from his fate. But with what will happen if I succeed in my goal, all of the major arcana will be destroyed and fate itself will fall. So there will be no fate left for your son to follow. They will be free. Take care of Reverence. They'll end up being someone great someday. Joji. I'm sorry I couldn't finish our payment plan. Attached below is 3 gold, half of my remaining wealth. You probably tried to kill me. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed that you didn't clearly try hard enough. You were never going to be able to kill me, especially without a proper strategy. Continue the mission. The plan rests on your shoulders for now. In the under the parchment of the letter is 3 gold.
Thank you.
Penny, Your devotion to the Lawkeeper is admirable, but your spine is weak, to say the least. Your father is a counterfeiter and a smuggler, and you've made no attempt to turn them in. Stick to your principles or abandon them. Sitting on the fence is only bringing you turmoil. And Alex. You're a good doctor. I didn't have an issue with you despite your terrible naming conventions. I hope you can help many people along your journey, and I hope it works out with Penny. You're not subtle. Hoping none of us die in a pit again, Crux.
And with that, you are drawn to a realization within the heat of the moment you may not have seen. That despite his wickedness or the issues there at the end, there was times that he was a friend to all of you. Despite the scheming, the backstabbing, there was some sincerity to him. And now mixing with the anger, you do see the sadness as well. And with that, we will end today's episode.
Yeah.